Yo, what's good, man? Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast back. Episode
12.
Pop. Hey, listen, we're moving, you know.
Yeah, we're making moves still.
All right, big up the funky man, them, you know, because last week was nice.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, last week was nice. I'm not going to lie. So big up the funky man, them. Little bit of a lesson into funky house, you know.
Mm.
So, yeah, it would be good for Funky House to come back. If you ain't checked it out, go back and listen to last week, man.
Yeah.
So, how you been, though, man?
I'm all right, man. Another week. You know what? I was just watching another video. Another person got killed in America.
Another Fed black man from a Fed?
Yeah, Rashad. I can't remember his surname. I just watching.
I think I saw. Was that so? This is during this period.
Wait, let me just check quickly. I just was watching it, bro. Just right this second. I can't even see the name right now. What's the name?
Are you using your phone, bro? Because you're frozen, bro.
Yeah, Rashad Brooks.
This is mad, man. It's not stopping, bro.
Rashad Brooks. But you know what? Wait, I'm going to freeze again. 1 second.
Mm.
Why? I've got something to check quickly, bro.
When you freeze, yeah, try and make your mouth close.
This guy's an idiot. You know?
Your throat.
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah, that's not the best freezing face to do, mate.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. Yeah, I got another little thing to shout out. Yeah.
Mm.
So I just was watching a live.
Mm.
Conspiracy and Pleaser was in a live. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing something called 24 for 24.
Yeah.
Which is basically a charity event, as far as I can understand it.
Yeah.
And it was basically meant to be for DJs to basically do like a charity set each 24 DJs for 24 hours.
Yeah.
On Saturday, which is this Saturday, the 20th.
Yeah.
So there should be 24 DJs, but I think the response has been quite good. So from what I understand, it's now 36 hours.
Oh, seen.
Yeah, so
non-stop, yeah? Where they going to be streaming?
I believe either on the page for it. I think it's. I can look it up quickly. Let me just quickly look it up while I'm here. Yeah, the Instagram is 24_4_24. So that's the Instagram, and it's a fundraiser. And I believe the money is going to the Stephen Lawrence Foundation.
That's
so
sick.
It's for a black cause and a good cause and all of that. So if anyone's locked in and they want to donate,
24. That's sick.
Yeah, they want to donate or they want to watch or they want to get involved or whatever, you should be able to hit up Conspiracy or Pleaser, and they should be able to give you some information on that. So we'll be if you follow, obviously we'll put it on the Deck 1, Deck 2 page and everything, man.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? So
it's a good look. Hey, so what are you saying? What we got for them today then? What are you thinking?
Well, today, there's been a couple crazy things that happened over the weekend. We're not gonna touch on that. Well, we might end up touching on it, but we're not really gonna touch on the protests and how left they went. But there was a couple illegal raves on this weekend that went a bit left as well. So
wow,
convo about that.
I said illegal raves, you know.
Yeah, blood. It's all mad right now.
I think people are desperate, bro.
I just don't get it. But the thing is, it wasn't even us. To be fair, we have them, innit? We've had them. I've seen.
Bro, Saturday, bro. There was two in Croydon, bro.
Is it? I think I saw one.
2 in Fulton Heath.
Yeah, I saw one in Fulton Heath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fulton Heath, but yeah, we've had some. We've had a few. We've hit a couple headlines. We've had a few, but the one that I've seen this weekend was from other British.
You mean the white folk?
Yeah, other British folk that went and had a legal rave. They're about this thing is, you know what, we're going to talk about it.
Right, cool. All right, let me get some people in, man. Let me send it out. Let me get some people in.
Definitely.
We'll get some of the man them in. Let's see who we got. Oh, let me make sure I got the right code.
If you're watching and you ain't subscribed, subscribe.
Yeah, man. Click the like button.
Click the like button.
Button. Come on, man. Let's share this.
Got me doing that YouTuber talk. You get me? Subscribe and like the page.
Yeah, man. And share it, man. Share it with your people.
Share it, comment, everything, man. Do you know what I mean? Get involved.
You get me? I think I've done that thing again, you know.
Every week, bro. This is the third week in a row. This is starting to become a bit concerning, bro.
No, I did it right this time. I did it right. No, it is, bruv. It's the numbers, man. I feel like getting old, bruv. The eye them. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is, bruv. Man's got 2020 vision, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But 2020 is fucked. So I better have 2019 vision. You're better off with that. Because 2020 is fucked. It's not even something to boast about. My cousin said they got 2020 anything. Don't boast about 2020. This is the year of my whole entire life.
Well, this is the
most surreal year of my life, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
Bro, the year's just been doing nothing but madness, bro. I saw a post. The aliens, like man looked nervous. One of the aliens looked nervous, and the captain said, like, we're up next. And he was standing there looking all nervous, like, how are we gonna fill these boots? Like, because the year's been a madness. All right, boom. Quick countdown. We got the first man in the building.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah,
Oi.
yeah.
Oi.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah.
The man is in the building, man. And look at that. We were just speaking about Pleaser from Top Cats, 24 for 24. So hopefully, in fact, we got Tinos in the building, the DJ for Top Cats. Give us a quick insight on this 24 for 24. What is it? And tell the people them.
Basically, it's kind of conspiracies. Mind just went crazy. He was just having a little thought. He was just feeling away with everything that's going on in regards to like the Black Lives Matter, the movement, etc. And he just kind of thought that there's more we can do. And obviously, as DJs, we go through it on a regular basis. Like, and they was talking about on their live today things like when we're trying to get a club, when we go to certain clubs to DJ, and they're saying raw, no bashment, or the fee us is higher. Like, we go through it on a day-to-day as DJs. It's like, what can we do to give back? And obviously, music is kind of the fundamentals of bringing everyone together. It always has been in it from day dot. So our thing is we're going for 24 hours, DJ after DJ. So at the moment, there's 24. It just got up to 36 today. So we're going for 36 hours now. And it's an hour slot back to back. And all the money is going to charities, going to the Stephen Lawrence Foundation. GoFundMe page is up now as well. If you can't donate money, like share it, share the page, share the link. Come and vibes with us, interact on the page. Like,
wait, so what are you gonna do on the Instagram?
Yeah, so we've got at the moment the page is 24_424_. It's on Instagram. But we're looking into multiple platforms because, as you know, we can stream on Instagram, YouTube, all of that, all at the same time.
But they're the ones you got. Like, I think you get cut off.
Yeah,
like,
you know what though?
The likelihood of not getting cut off in 24 hours is mad. You got to look into something like a Zoom.
Yeah. No, you know what it is? Someone I know, big up Rose, yeah. I don't know if they're gonna make it happen, but he's got a platform that basically allows you to stream. It's a streaming platform. So he's offered to basically put it on there. Obviously, you speak to Conspiracy and see how it goes. But while I was in the live, he came in the live and offered that as part of the, that's him given to the cause in it. So obviously we'll see if that comes to fruition, innit? But
and you're correct with the conversation, like with it getting cut off, like it kind of is what it is. I think the people are used to it now, and you just get cut.
No, but I mean, if you get cut off here a certain amount of times, they stop your page.
Oh yeah. But that's easy to get around now. Like, it's easier. But like you said, this is technology. You can stream on 6 at once. So just
you. Cool, man. How comes I never got a shout? I want to. What's this, man?
Wait, because it's there.
Big 24 DJs. What was that? No, 36. What do you say?
36 now.
Was that number 37? What's going on?
You're 37 still, man. Heard Fats is coming to do a set as well. I don't even know what he's doing.
I would do. I tell you what, yeah, honestly, if you guys, I'm going to donate because it's a good cause. But if you lot need any more, like I will do a 5-hour set, 6 hours. I will do whatever to be a part to help.
I'm gonna holler Conspiracy. I messaged him. I messaged him live, innit? So, boy, if you need a host for any of the sets, innit, let me know. So if you want to jump in, see, we'll just do a set or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like, I think he's
I can't leave out deck 1, deck 2. Yeah, me.
And like, fingers crossed, hopefully we should be able to get into one of the clubs to allow us to use the space as well. So it just makes that collaboration thing even easier. And it's just nice to see the unity across the board with all the DJs. So yeah, it's going to be a mad look still. Excited, gassed.
Good look though, man. Oh yeah, so welcome to Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast. Got Tinos in the building. In fact, you introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and what you do. Obviously, we've done it anyway, but do it properly. You know what I mean? Let the people them know what I want.
I'm the only man here, so I have to hold it down today, innit? All right, cool.
Yeah, so far, the other man them are moving like divas. Some fashionably late thing. But yeah, go through.
I'm known as DJ Tinos. I'm one part of Top Cats Inc. So you can see it there. South London based, been doing this now, probably coming on like 15, 16 years. Brought up in the Soundman thing, so can't really put a date on it as such, but I'm just a DJ, just enjoying life and just doing my thing, you know? That's about it for me.
Are you finding them these times?
Say that again, Fats.
Are you finding it in these times, innit? Like during the whole lockdown, quarantine?
For me, it's been a mad experience because obviously you don't know me, so a lot of people don't know certain sides of me, innit? Like, I'm just a DJ. I'm more quiet, pleases the outspoken one, innit? Obviously, we ain't got no clubs, we ain't got no raves, so we have to stay engaged, innit? So me having to do the live thing, I've had to show people another side of my personality with the whole in the DJing thing, and like it's helped me to grow as a DJ. You know what I mean? I'm ready to get back to the club, but it's helped me to grow, and I've just took advantage of the situation, updating the list, updating my catalogs, making sure that man's coming out of this in a strong position. Not people ain't forgetting about me as far as I'm concerned. So it's difficult, but you just got to find ways to remain active and with your peoples, because they fuck with you, innit? They come for you and they come to party with you, so you got to look after them, because I'm struggling as a DJ being stuck at home. They're probably bored out of their heads too. So me,
I'm telling you, bro. All right, hold on. We got the next one. Fats, give me the countdown, bro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, these man look like you just about don't have to use the phone.
Hello? Well, go on.
Oh, what are you doing? Wash it up.
No, I'm making toast.
Making what?
I'm making toast. Making toast, bro.
He's making toast, you know. What is going on?
Hey, listen, you know what? That's kind of necessary sometimes, you know. Like,
Bro,
come on, it's kind of necessary sometimes. So, you know what I mean? We got over an hour of some talking, and if a man needs some toast, let the man make his toast.
Thank you. That's what art is for.
You know what I mean? Hey, but hold on, differently though. Is your toast really toasty, or is it like, or is it like, you know, some man have the light.
I can't lie, my toast is crunchy. I like a crunchy thing, innit?
All right, cool.
I don't like my butter completely melted than that.
Yeah.
hey, man, really talking about toast.
No, fam, you know what it is? It's where there's levels to toast, you know.
Bro,
There's levels
I
to
hate them
toasting.
soggy toast. Them soggy toast are the worst.
Trust me. Hey, and you know what? Totally random. What do you think the numbers on the side of the toaster are for?
It's the time
What
of the
level
toast
you want it?
No, bro, it doesn't change the toastiness. It's the
What do you mean?
It's the time.
Nah, bro. Don't it change the heat?
No.
What?
It's a timer. Because I used to buck mine thinking my toast would be more toasty.
Yeah.
It was never more toasty.
No, you need a new toaster. See?
But is it real? Is it like a real minute or is it like a toast minute?
No, all mine has is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it.
Yeah, that's like I think most of them have that. They got the toast crew anyway. Because you know what? You don't laugh. Because I know you don't love. Fats look like you love a toast anyway. Don't even try.
No, I was gonna do the whole cereal thing, but then I thought, you know what? That's gonna seem a bit immature. Eating cocoa pops.
We say toast is grown up. Toast is grown up.
Man said,
Yeah. No, toast is more mature, man.
but you know, just for the context for the people that are listening there, it's 9:30 at night, you know. This ain't morning, you know. It's 9:30 at night. Just in case they were thinking breakfast.
This is PM.
Yeah, this is PM things. But yeah,
Welcome.
welcome to the show, brother. Introduce yourself, man.
Well, I go by the name of Teeshow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a DJ.
I've got plaques on the wall, blood.
I'm a part-time DJ, shall I say?
I've got plaques on the wall, blood.
My thing, innit?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do that kind of stuff.
Got a plaque on the wall, yeah? What's that plaque for?
This one is for
I don't even know.
Man said this one, you know.
recognizing 1 million copies of sales.
1 million.
Yeah.
So explain to the people them, is that are they yours or they?
Oh yeah, this one's mine. This one's dedicated to me. Like it's my name on it. Like yeah, it's mine.
Wait though, who got the 1 million, bro?
Hardy Cafe on it. But obviously I'm a part of the team, so like there's this one, then I've got another one into the tour, like this one here. Camera. Oh here. Now I got this one for accomplishing the tour, innit? And
Okay.
this one's more like just being a part of the journey.
Sick.
Of the songs, innit?
Sick.
Oh, still.
So yeah, welcome to the show, DJ Teeshow. Man said he's a part-time DJ, you know.
Yeah, I'm a part-time DJ.
But man's got a plaque on his wall, you know. And there's me, Mr. Full-time. No plaque.
with an empty wall,
I'm about to say wall just empty.
Not even a picture. All right, we got one more rolling in.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Wow.
1.
This looks like radio station business.
So what, it just switches through? This is mad.
No, you can do it another. Raw, man's in the studio, bro.
Yeah.
Man's giving us that Teddy Riley.
Well, how many different? What is there a different view?
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, because you can click
Swipe.
it that everyone's on there.
I'm new to this stuff, man. I'm so bad at this stuff. Like, I just see who's in it, but what do I click?
Guys, man, can you not see the little lines at the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
When you swipe, you'll see the other people.
Oh yeah, I know, but what, you can't do it all at the same time.
Not
No,
on
you
your
only see
phone.
four.
If you're on your laptop, you can see everyone.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
when you're on your phone.
that's immature.
Imagine that. That's like Cocoa Pops at 9, isn't it?
Instead
All
of
right,
toast.
so who we got in the building? Who just walked into the building, man? Introduce yourself, bro.
Me, Mr. Smooth EMT.
Bloody hell. A whole setup. Wow.
Am I loud? Is it too loud?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Mr. Smooth EMT, yeah?
Yeah.
What does the EMT stand for? Because I thought ENT, like entertainment, and fact was like, no. M.
Everyone gets it confused. It's just basically my initials.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing
All right,
fancy.
cool. We got one more rolling in the building right now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jeez.
That man came with a backdrop and that.
Backdrop. Look, he's got a rake.
I like Raker.
Man, like Raker, you know. I never noticed that.
Oh, hold on. You can't get all of you on the same screen.
No, you can't.
I just swiped my phone. I've got 4 people on my screen.
Yeah, 4, but there's 6 of us, bro.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
Aye.
Yo, man, what you saying?
Yes, man, like
You
Raker.
get me, yeah?
Man. Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Raker.
Good.
What's happening?
Yes, evening.
All right, quickly introduce yourself to everyone, and then we can get cracking.
Yo, it's DJ Raker, multi-genre DJ, stroke host, stroke producer, music manager as well, and street A&R. Not even getting paid for it yet, you get me? But I'm trying to like I've been doing for God knows how long. So yeah,
But your payment comes in more than money, bro.
come on, it comes in love and all that, you get me?
Come on, see it there.
Love for the music.
I see it there. All right, boom. So this is Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast, episode 12. Welcome. So we got Tinos from Top Cats, Teeshow, Smooth EMT, and DJ Raker. I know you say Fats and myself, C6, we're in the building. So, yeah, I hope you guys have you lot caught up with any of the episodes before? So,
I've seen like 2.
No ratings then. All right, say
I
nothing.
listen to the
I've
last.
watched all 11 of them still.
See,
I'm a
that's
fanboy. You
Rate,
Ah.
ratings. Get this guy to the top of the class, okay? Get him to the top of the class. Yeah.
I'm bringing your Apple as well, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been good, man. I've been shouting at the screen certain times, you know, like trying to put my 2 pence in, so it's good I'm finally here and that, man.
Yeah,
Let's see.
It's mad. The aim is for us to eventually have everybody on the scene at least once. You know what I mean? Because we're just trying to share, like, we're all in this together. We're all colleagues. You get me? Some of us, like, I've never met Teeshow, I've never met EMT, but we're all colleagues.
You met him yet?
We all share the love for the music. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get everybody on at some stage, and then once we've done that, we'll start repeating guests. You know what I mean? So it's a good look. And we like to try and mix it up. You guys are all from different, like, scenes and everything. So it's a good look to have you all there. You know what I mean? There's man with plaque on the wall and that.
Yes, Peter. What would you like to say?
They're different scenes. Just curious. What scene am I from? Just curious, in your opinion.
Started already.
Who are you asking?
No, I'm just asking in general. I've just always.
I'll tell you what, yeah, because me personally, yeah, I've never seen you in nowhere ever. So I've heard of you. So I would say your audience is younger than the audience that I would usually go for.
Okay.
And more, I'm predominantly based South London, and I've never seen you around here, so I would say you're probably from a different ends. And
I'm a Peckham boy.
You're a Peckham boy.
Yeah.
YPB and that, yeah? That's old school, isn't it? YPB.
That's what I was thinking. It's gone on from there, man. Zone 2 now, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, is it?
Zone two.
I'm showing my age. Okay.
No, zone 2 ain't my age. That's the younger lot.
Yeah.
What are you like? Why? You're like why?
I was PYG.
Oh, you're PYG.
Yeah, say nothing.
Okay, yeah, PYG. Okay, cool.
For those that don't understand, that's like gangs.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, as I said, I've never come across you, so I would have assumed that you're not. You're probably, your scene would be like a younger scene, like maybe like like a uni kind of scene. I'm saying so. But either way, it's all love. You get me? Cause we all do the same job.
No, I'm just curious how people may see me in it. That's all. Like, it's nothing as because I don't know what scene, but I'm just curious how people see me sometimes. That's all.
So can I ask you a question though, differently? What do you do on the other part-time of your life?
Basically, right, more or less now, it's just put music together. So like, I manage 2 artists, help Hardy with his stuff. I also do some counselling for other artists, like younger artists.
Counselling?
Yeah, like music consulting, shall I say.
Oh, I thought you meant like they come to you and be like, oh, you know, hard out there. Yeah.
No. A few people have done that though, but no, it's more.
That's hilarious.
So who do you manage? Who's your artist then?
One girl called Lulu and a young man from Peterborough called Mooney.
Okay, it's a good look. That's a good look. And Raker, you said that you artist manage. Who do you manage?
Artist called Raver. Well, I know you've heard of Raver.
Oh yeah, man.
Raver, bad boy.
Yeah.
His tunes are. I got a couple of dub plates from him, but I'm sure they're not. You know what? I got a bonus to
I put the word in the air.
No.
Everybody.
No.
He and Smooth. Sorry, I don't want man to cuss me. I'm gonna have to remember that. Sorry.
I got mine.
You know what I'm gonna say, yeah? Raker's my brethren for years, you know, and he never got me my dubs. I had to get them myself.
Swear. I swear to God you was on the list, bro. I swear. As I said, it was long me just hollering everyone. He was like, who do I need to do? And I was like, boom. The list was...
You must have forgotten. Hey, this Teeshow, yeah. Can I
That's what it could have been. The list was so long. But what it was, I'm not going to lie. When he got there, he was like, I've got time to do 10. And I was like, bro, just do whatever 10 off the list. Let's just get it out quickly. And then maybe that's what happened.
I'm upset, man. I'm upset. Teeshow, when can I get a counselling session, bro?
Yeah, come on. I thought everyone knew that. Obviously, man's not just going to be throwing it out there. But I thought everyone would have seen from the socials. If you know me personally, just hit my number. It's nothing.
That's a good look, man. He's got he's got a tune out at the moment. What's it? Eruption. That's the latest.
The Eruption one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one American producer on that one still. So that's doing all right over there as well. But that producer's from a different
circle. Going on with things. It's definitely going on with things, man.
Yeah, come on. We'll be hooking that up, man. Don't worry.
Shouts going out to Raven. No, he's definitely rapping right now. So yeah, big up. So EMT, tell us a bit about yourself, man.
I've been DJing for about nearly 15 years now. I started up in the uni scene, doing my own events and that, and I was on quite a lot of the sort of like the big student dances, and I tried to move my crowd to London. I started doing a few London events in the city, and then it was a case of me trying to find venues, and it was hard to find venues, and then eventually I wasn't doing my events on a regular basis. So then me and my guys started to think of different ways to try and keep active. So we started like a package holiday for Napa in 20. That's it. He knows. Raker knows. So yeah, we started that in 2014 called Napa Splash, and that ran for 3 years. But it got a bit political. Finances, it costs a lot of money to actually run the package. It sort of just it fizzled out eventually, to be honest.
Okay.
And then since then I've just been carrying on doing the mixes. Recently signed to a DJ agency, and I'm doing more like open format kind of stuff nowadays.
Okay.
But it is weird because the open format stuff coincided with me not getting as many bookings in the urban dances. Mm-hmm. So it sort of was a way to just keep on.
It might sound like a dumb question, sorry to interrupt. What's an open format DJ? Because I've seen that a lot on a lot of DJs things.
Open format is literally whatever goes. So it can be literally you can play a set, maybe a 2 hour, 3 hour set. First 15, 20 minutes, it starts off R&B hip hop, and then you venture into some house, a bit of dancehall, come back to hip hop, R&B, then go back out to some pop music. Do you know what I mean? Just mix it all up.
Yeah, open format, is a posh way of saying multi-genre. It's good it's good for your bio. It looks good when they read it. Yeah, but
because I've seen Bear Man have it, and I'm just like, what the hell what is this?
Yeah, no, it's you know, sometimes you have to posh.
Man thought you were switching between MP3s and waves or something.
It's just a posh thing. It's just when you want to add a little bit of force. You know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's literally multi-genre. Like a lot of the places that I'm playing like a lot of the Be At Ones, and then like all the other kind of sort of bars, basically. It's more bar work that I'm doing. But no, it's cool. It's cool. Obviously, because I started off as playing all the R&B, hip hop, and dancehall. Obviously, I would like to do much more of that, but you know, you can't. Beggars can't be choosers at the moment. You know, the ones that.
I respect that. You said that you signed to an agency. If there's a DJ listening now, how did that happen? Did you get approached, or did you approach them? How does it work for someone that wanted?
I knew a couple of DJs that was on the agency already, and they said that they were doing like a DJ competition. So what I had to do was basically I had submitted a mix, and then obviously it got shortlisted, and then I got chosen to be one of the final selectors for the competition. But it was weird. I came third, but I still got into the agency. I think they were looking to recruit.
Okay.
I think they were looking to recruit quite a few of the DJs.
Okay. What's the agency? Do you want to shout them out?
Yeah, it's called JW, Janie Wilkins DJ Agency.
Okay, good look, man. Good look.
Cool.
Yeah, go on first.
Yeah. So let's get into some debates, man, or conversation, innit? Basically, what we'll start with is obviously recently there's been no parties. So what we've seen of late, it looks like quite a spate of illegal, should we say, or street parties basically have been happening. So I think there's been loads, there's been many in it.
Yeah.
But ones that kind of hit like the social media quite heavily. There was one in, I think it was Harlesden recently, where there was like, I think they said about 500 people attending that one, yeah?
A block party, yeah?
Yeah, like a block party. And then just the weekend just gone, there was three basically up north. So I believe Leeds and Manchester, and they had 6,000 people over the three of them.
No, but
there was other little things that occurred in those ones, yeah. I won't get into those, innit? The little bits and pieces, yeah. But do you not think, yeah, that will basically be our new way of raving for the foreseeable future of 2020?
For the rest of 2020, I'd say, yeah, more than likely. Do I see clubs opening back up normally? No. Like, I think there was a post in the group, like, I think it was somewhere in Europe, they'd opened it up, but you're not allowed to dance. Like, I don't know if it was a joke or what.
What?
Not the club, but you're not allowed to dance. But,
Yeah, you're not allowed to dance still.
Yeah, and you had to sit down as well.
Yeah, you got to sit down.
What are you talking about?
okay, so you're allowed in the music venue, but you're not allowed to.
there's no scrubsy. There's no. You can't hold away.
It basically becomes a restaurant. Every club becomes a restaurant because they still need to generate money to still fund the electricity that's going in within the club.
Yeah.
So it's just more of a table. So, like, even I heard one club in London, I can't remember what club it is. I'm hearing that they're just gonna get more booths in, and everyone just has to stay in their booths.
Yeah.
What? So hold on, if I'm in my booth, let me just ask them. Start saying they're saying I can't dance here, but if I'm in my booth here,
You can dance in your booth, bro.
and I bring my girl, let's just say, yeah, can me and my girl just like wine and that? So even to say, if
But then my question is to you then, yeah. Why is it back? Because I don't know. People might listen back to you and think I'm just some dickhead, yeah. But why?
Sorry, wait the 1 minute, T. Wait the 1 minute. I'm just gonna add this bit in quickly. So
Yeah,
obviously, after the Harlesden one, yeah, Teeshow took to Twitter, innit, yeah.
You say you got the fingers out, yeah? You got the old Twitter's fingers out.
Yeah, and he put his opinion up in it about basically people going to the street parties and the DJs basically being there as well.
Yeah.
But Teeshow, I'll pass it back over to you. And
Yeah.
you can
Wait,
give
go on,
me-
tell us your tweet, man.
So basically my tweet was just basically this happened on the same night that us black people within media and on social media we've all decided, bruh, everyone's gonna do a blackout thing. And I feel like people got the blackout thing wrong. It's not about just posting a picture that's black. It's about coming off social media and actually educating yourself. You're not on Twitter, you're not on Instagram. You're actually educating yourself about black history, about what's going on in the world. So obviously all this stuff really and truly hurts me and I feel it a lot in it, like all this like black injustice. However, when I see young people, more or less my age or even older or younger, not caring, it hurts because I know I study media. I know how media is going to be twisted, and it was twisted because the same way these like the people partied in Manchester and Leeds, it's not on the news. Why is it not on the news? Because they're white. We as a culture, we have to accept that we are black, and yes, we're going to be scrutinized. Don't mean we should give them more ammo, because let's say, cool, yeah, the church party, yeah, the road party went well. Let's say it didn't go well. Whose fault's that? Like when people are having events in clubs, there's a reason why. I know things will happen with security there, but there's a reason why security is there. There's a reason why, like people are like
numbers are restricted.
Yeah, like I feel like people that was out there, especially on that day where all black people are meant to come together and be a unity. Yeah, they just went out there and just partied and got drunk. And for me, it was like on top of that, there's coronavirus. Some people might say it's not real. Some people might say it's fake. I'm not risking it. I'm not an idiot. Because if you get ill, you get ill. You don't get seen the same way you used to get seen in hospitals. So people have to take these kind of things into account. But for some reason, sorry to say, our community, I don't want to say black people, our community just loves dancing.
Like, our answer to everything is and having a good time. Like, my thing is, okay, if the club is not opening, what is it? Is it a drug? Like, where's this urge to party? Like, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, why do you have to go to a club to wine with your girl? You can have a little small settings, wine with your girl in the house, and have a good time after. If you want advice how to be a romantic kind of thing, I'll give that. Like, so it kind of confused me because I was chatting to one girl literally yesterday. She was like, she loves parties, she missed it so much, and I'm just like, this is scary. Like, I get you want to escape.
You know what it is though, T? Are you a raver?
For me, I used to be.
But
You used to be. How old are you? You look about 17, fam.
I know. I get that all the time.
He's still a raver, man. He's gassy.
How old are you?
Gets down once he has
25.
Yeah, but I'm a raver when it's healthy, when it's safety. Like,
have you got a missus before I say any more?
Oh, no.
I'm sitting there, man's moaning about twerking in private. You go in.
All right, listen, Teeshow.
You know how it goes.
Yeah.
It's just the energy. That's what I think it is, bro. It's the energy. It's the thing of being out with other people. You kind of get energy off of other people, innit? When you're just in your house, two of you. Like, I've had to do it, I ain't gonna lie, on Zoom. Me and my girl was watching a Zoom party, man's winding up my girl. It's not the same, you get me? It got a bit funny after a while, man.
It's not the same.
You get me?
Oh my God.
Like, you need a little energy as well when you're
I heard that.
I hope you wine your girl by yourself in your yard, man. You get me? It's like wine and then vibes with a few people, get some energy. I think it's that still.
We're adapting to the online thing. We're adapting to the online thing. But what you have to understand, yeah, you see, everybody's life, yeah, has some people go through different things, and so sometimes you just need to relax, need to let your hair down, and get those endorphins in.
Go to the park.
But get those endorphins in. Socialize. It's like music. Yeah, music is probably. This is why some religions don't even listen to music, because music has the ability to change your mood. Music has the ability to uplift. And do you get what I'm saying? Some people just need a little upliftment. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, this time here, as you said, coronavirus, let's not even go into the recent events with George Floyd. Let's just look at the coronavirus for a second. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Some people's lives have been turned upside down. They've been sacked from work, or some people just ain't getting no work. Like all of us here, all of our bookings are dried up, so the P's is down. There's so much things that are happening that, like, depression is kicking in. There's so much things. So some people just want normality. I want normality so much that I'm willing to go and party in the street because I just want some form of normality. I want to. They've told us to stay away from people. They've told us to stay away from people. That doesn't, like, that. Never in my life have I been told you can't go near people. Stay away from people. Social distance. Like, just think about that. So of course, you know, the people are gonna.
I hear it.
And then with the Black Lives Matter movement, the things that have been happening, for you to, I wouldn't say that it's a lack of care, because we've, as Black people, we've just adapted to this way of life. This isn't the first incident that's happened. We've all been stopped by feds. All of them, I can get. We've all been stopped by feds, bullied by feds. We've had issues in shops. We've had issues with white women holding their bag when they see man. We've all had it. So we now, like, our skin is tough to that. Do you get what I'm saying? So if those youths are out raving on the same day as Blackout Tuesday, it doesn't make them any less black, any less.
No, not at all. You know? Not at all. But I feel like they have to take into account. Okay, my problem was just the timing of the party. If it was a day after or a day before, I wouldn't care less. But I just knew, because it happened, I just knew what's going to happen straight away. The media was going to change it to another narrative and make it seem like we don't care. Because I said it, I think the best way to put it, I said it to my friend, I don't have a problem with people partying. I understand some people need to escape. But see it this time, yeah? You're going into a business deal and you have to pitch this idea. And one person is pitching the idea and explaining everything and breaking it down, how things can change, how it's going to be better. Then your business partner is dancing Like, it's actually dancing next to you doing shaku. Like, that's what I felt it like it was, because some of them, yeah, they still done the support of the black people, but a lot of them don't have that same energy. They don't. And you can see it, because including with the protests, not to go into it, a lot of people done protesting for photo shoots. I don't know how everyone's picture was HDR. Everyone's picture was HDR. I've never seen that many pictures on the Instagram that was so clear ever in my life.
I said that as well. I said that as well. But you know what it is? Unfortunately,
Teeshow.
Unfortunately, that is kind of like the society that we live in. Unfortunately, and it's years and years and years and years and years and years of mental manipulation that makes us don't even. So we can't all come together that easy. Some people want something in their heart, you know. They want better in their heart, and they just don't know why they hate the man them from the different ends. They don't know why they hate you. They don't actually know why you're my op. They don't know.
It's true.
But it's in them. And that's that, you know, the genetic memory banks that we've got. We've got shit that's embedded into us that we can't just snap out of. Do you get what I'm saying? So we do things for show, we do things to look like the big man, we do things for ego. Pride is the big thing that we have. Do you get what I'm saying? So I would say it's going to take a lot longer or a lot more than a Blackout Tuesday.
Oh no, definitely. And I'm not saying like these people are idiots or nothing like that, but I just feel like just maybe they could have held off one day, because I just felt like we were starting a whole movement, and honestly, the way that took a turn and hit us on social media, I believe it affected a whole movement. Because till this day, people will still compare us to white people. Stop comparing us. They're never going to treat us the same right now. So, but the best we can do is act correct. So we're not giving them more ammo. We're not giving them more stuff, because sadly, we are always going to be treated like we're lower than them until a change happens. So I just feel like sometimes we can help in a way. Like, for example, they done a street party the other day, and it looked completely fine. It didn't go on social media. But the sad thing where also people did, and the person that even tweeted the video, they were doing it for the wrong reasons. They weren't tweeting the video to say, oh my God, these black people are having a good time. Because it was one of our own people that tweeted it. They tweeted it to shame our own people. And it's that little things we need to stop doing. Like, it's either have a party and tell everyone keep your phone off, because you know you're not meant to be out. And you know some people traveled. Some people went over a train track. Is it that deep?
Right. To get to the party.
So you see the timing. How far in advance did they promote that street party?
Same day.
They just do it on the day.
They say it was the same day. It was the same day.
Word of mouth travels fast.
Word of mouth travels too fast.
I heard that. I didn't know. I didn't know the time frame. That's all.
No, but they're allowed to have. They're allowed to have a good time, man. I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying that they're better.
Let me tell you what I think. I'm kind of the same thought process of Teeshow, innit? As in, I just think, and I've been a raver, and I still want to rave, and I want to go out, and I want to. But I just think, surely we can relax a little bit. Like I've said this before on the podcast. Like, I'm like 2 weeks behind everything, innit? So I'm like giving it a 2 week gap before, you know what I'm saying? So if now they say, the clubs are open, I'm not going to hold a rave that week. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. But I just think that everyone just relax a bit, innit? Like, everyone's just
too scary.
But what do you want them to relax for?
Because what are you, like, what's the rush?
No, but the thing is, the thing is though, think of it like this. Like, okay, cool. Lockdown was called in March, yeah? So since March, we're now in June. No one's gone out anywhere. No, you can't even go to your local pub and get a little gin and tonic. No one could do anything. Do you know what I mean? So when someone says, okay, cool, I'm gonna throw a little drink up, or I'm gonna do a little garden thing, or I'm gonna do
but you know what though, EMT, those ones I don't mind. See a little drink up, a little garden party, little barbecue. But you see what you're trying to say? I'm getting the generator out, and whoever, you get me? Whoever rolls.
In fact, even to add on when you're done, go on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, to get the generator out and say, whoever rolls. Like, anyone can roll. It's just mass numbers. There's no form of control, like, even idea of what's going on. you know what I'm saying? So it just seems unruly. Like even like what Teeshow was saying partly, I think as a DJ, depending on obviously everyone's different in it, but I just think you have to think in it, yeah? Because the easiest person to pick a lot of the time is who's on that flyer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when things go left, who do they come for? We already know as DJs.
Yeah, of course. And the thing is, that's happened. Even if you take it away from this, that's happened plenty of times where.
I was about to say, that's no different to the norm.
Yeah, you be DJing at a rave. Something will kick off. Some mad beef will kick off outside. The first thing that the police usually will go and do is say, okay, cool. Who was on the lineup? Let's go and talk to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, the DJs always get picked on. It's true.
But I'm just saying. So then, if you're the DJ for that, because technically, yeah, if we're being honest, you don't technically need promotion to be at that illegal party. It's random people turning up. There's not that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing technically to gain, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Your name's.
You're saying just be smarter about it. Don't put your name on the flyer.
All right, but you're saying you keep calling it an illegal party, yeah?
Well, it is illegal.
Why?
Because the government said so. Sadly.
No. Not even that. Not the government.
No, listen. It's not illegal to play music. Just the fact that you look, I never threw a party. I was just playing really loud music.
It isn't necessarily illegal, but what it is it is illegal because you're breaking the rules. Yeah, you're breaking the rules of the lockdown that's been set. So it is illegal.
But are these lockdown rules set and passed by law?
No, so it's not. So remember
these recommendations.
Remember, playing music out in public, you're not allowed unless you've got certain insurance. If you're playing,
what I'm saying is, are the lockdown rules?
Forget the lockdown.
Lockdown rules.
Are lockdown? Are they rules or are they laws?
You can get fined, bro. You can get fined over this stuff. You can get fined. So technically, it is a law.
So, rules got passed in Parliament. They did.
Yeah. So it is a law. So like, and with that, with saying that, yeah, it goes back to our point. We're black, like. We know they're gonna take it that extra far. So why are we even doing that thing? Like, and I think also, and I feel like a lot of people are forgetting it. We are in a black community. A lot of us have vulnerable people at home or family members, and for some reason, sadly to say, it's like that video that African man when he's talking to police. You will learn when you're dead. Like, not saying these people will die, but a lot of these people have family members that can't actually be interacting with other people like that. So why use that? Because I got to my boy about it. My boy tried to tell me a couple of weeks ago his dad was ill, but he was partying every day. And I was like, are you sick? Like, are you feeling okay in your head? Like, how are you going to complain? Because we tried banning him in the group chat. We tried banning his dad. He tried to say, no, my dad's ill. I was like, no, your dad's not really that ill because you're partying. And I know it sounds mad to say, but you don't care. Because a lot of these people they're probably even vulnerable themselves.
All right,
because it's not.
Let me say something to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to all listen to this, and then you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Yeah. But I found a cure for Corona, and I've been cured for the last 2 months. I ain't watched the news. I ain't read a paper. I don't listen to the radio, and I've been cured, bro. I've been cured. Because I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I abide by the rules that have been set. I'm not going around hugging the world, and I'm not saying that. But you see the thing that's the fear is not here. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the more you concentrate on it, you get extreme with something. So I feel your view is probably coming from a place of someone that's paying a lot of interest to what's going on. And the more interest you pay,
I'm not doing these times though.
The more you pay, I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to justify the party. Please don't get me mixed up. But I'm saying
no. But I know where you're getting, and I'm like,
the more
you can't blame people that are because they're just throwing it in your face.
Yeah, the more attention you pay,
I'm not watching it.
Yeah, the more attention you pay, the more you start looking at things like, hey, it's stressful.
Right,
trust me, give yourself a week without it. You'll feel better. You look a bit.
But the thing is, I do that a lot though. I usually have detox from social media a lot. Like a lot of the times, people can't get through to me because I'm just
all media.
Like, sometimes I just delete. I just delete my account. Sometimes I just come back in a week or two. Like I'm that type of person. I don't feel that attached to social media. However, I do read into certain things and do more research into certain things. And my problem is, until I can get seen by a dentist or doctor properly how I used to, I'm not taking risk. Like, I can't take that risk, because from when people are telling me their stories of how they're in hospital for hours, or someone's even telling me that someone had a sickle cell crisis, they told them, until it gets serious, you can't leave, like, we can't come to you because we have extra X, Y, Z in hospital already. And I understand not going into social media too much, but then again, I feel like we can just protect ourselves. Like, in fact, we can chill out a bit. Like, we've done it for this long. Because let's say, for example, the police was more on job and was more like, you are not leaving your house, there is a curfew, like other countries, would these people still have this kind of leeway or urgency when you have to stay at home? Because that's what happened in the first 2 months.
I think they would. You see what you just said there, Teeshow. Like, other countries can enforce a lockdown because the people that live in that country respect the government and respect the laws that are set. This country is clear, like, time and time again over the years, people don't really respect the laws. Do you know what I mean? And the reason why they don't respect the laws is because the lawmakers don't respect the laws themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
True.
You know what I mean? Right. How can you start enforcing lockdown, and then the people that are involved in bringing that law are out here driving 200 miles to Durham and then saying they want to drive back to London? They said they want to drive back to London, but they wanted to test their eyesight, so they jumped in the car and drove for half an hour. What logical sense does that make? None.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when the lawmakers are not respecting the law, it's no surprise that the people of this country are going to respect the law. They're not going to. Do you know what I mean?
And
so,
to pick up on what Smooth's saying, if you think about all these illegal street parties, and like Fat's asking the question, is this the way that it's going to continue? These parties never started happening until Boris literally said, if you can go back to work, go back to work. So you're telling me I should hitch up on the train with 100 strangers, but I can't party with 100 of my people then? And that's what looked at.
But I feel like people are forgetting the only reason why everyone's getting sent back to work is because the country's losing money. It's not because of your health, or it's because
it's safe.
But it's not because it's safe. Might be safe or not. I'd be locked out. Imagine some people live in their house by themselves, you know. So I haven't seen or spoken to any family or friends for 8-9 weeks. No real face-to-face interaction. And then you're telling me my next step, because the country's losing money, I now must put my health at risk and get on that train with other people, hitch up in the carriage to city. Because remember, more time that's where everyone's going to work. Because I lose my job. So you know what? I might as well risk my health.
You might as well risk your health.
People that I love.
Have a good time too. I heard that.
Yeah, spend some time with people you love. Because remember, when these people go and there's 500 people there, remember, you might have gone with 10 or 15 of your friends, you know. You're not chilling, but you're just with your circle. I'm not saying
your circle, it's true.
Each to their own. Because you can't expect to knock people
You're not hugging 500 people.
Yeah, you're just with your circle.
All right, so hold on. Can we now ask Mr. Raker, who has been DJing at these parties over the last couple of weeks?
Are you going to call him out like that?
You're going to have to do anonymous this. But like the DJ in that box has done one. Like, I'm going to get arrested.
Because it's good to get
I was joking.
From someone that's actually doing it then.
Yeah.
So,
you know what? Now we've got a discussion. I was all starting. You know that Homer meme when he falls into the bush from that for real. And I did a mad one, But as I was saying, it was the euphoria thing. I was like, I haven't been out and seen people that I know for God knows how long. I've been on flipping Insta Live at this box, looking at myself DJing and reading comments and that. I just want to be out amongst people again and playing some music. You get me? Obviously, as you can see, it wasn't even a money thing. It was for free. It was just for the love of the music and to give people, as we were saying, that's been up for way longer than I have, because I'm a key worker. You get me on the side now. So I've been out, but some people ain't been out for that long. Where I'm like, let me go and provide my service for free, give back to bare people I know that listen to me and usually come and pay to see me play, and I'll do it for free. I didn't think it was going to be that ramble. It was a bit gathery in the end, even though, as someone was saying, people were in their own factions, 15 there, 15 there, but the crowd did get a bit heavy, too much.
But bro, I saw a couple of weeks ago when I was driving past Clapham Common, and it looked like carnival on there, bro. It looked like carnival.
That's what my brother was.
The thing is, the truth is, this is how it's going to be for the rest of the year.
100%.
Like,
100%.
but me being me, I already said it. I don't mind taking a cash loss and not taking bookings because it might sound mad to say, you lot can go the first wave. Let me know how it goes. I'll jump on the jump back on you later.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Wait there,
Let me know how it goes.
Can I ask you a question though, yeah? Because you said it started getting heavy or whatever. So while you was there, yeah, did you actually start thinking, bro, this is a little bit more crazier than I thought it would have been?
No, I'm not gonna lie. At the time, I was
having a good time.
He said he was turning up, bro. He was turning up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. So it was only after I saw the videos, I was like, right, that was a mad crowd, and they I have to be real, was anti-mask, where I had my mask, so I was protecting myself. And what T was saying, I might go back to family members, which I haven't seen much of anyway, but if I did, at least I probably haven't bring anything if anyone in that crowd was, which is another story. What C was saying, it might be that there's nothing even in that crowd anyway, but just to be safe, I put on a mask.
Can I ask you another question, yeah? Because I've been seeing a few like street parties and that, yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just a bit anti in it. So when I look at it, to me, yeah, because obviously he's there in it, so he can tell me firsthand. But to me, when I've been looking at them, it doesn't look like a party, if you know what I mean. It looks like a gathering of people.
Yeah. Everyone's just standing around kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like, right, everyone's having, it doesn't look like, and even worse so, yeah, because we've been in lockdown, I expect everyone to go there and be on 10.
Rock off the back.
Yeah, but it looks like it's like 6.
A link up.
Yeah.
Like a brunch link up.
All right, listen to this, yeah. We can move on after this, yeah. But I just wanna put this down to some. When people are making decisions whether they're gonna go to the street party or not, yeah. This brother's mad enough. It's the toast. It's the toast. The toast got to him in it.
Hey, wait. Quick disclaimer.
He sprinkled something on his toast. I don't know what he was doing, but
quick disclaimer. What you can't dank while on podcast, innit?
You can't what?
You can't dank it while on podcast, can I?
You can do anything you want.
Okay.
This is.
You know, I don't about this pop topic. I don't want to look bad than that. You get me?
I was all licking under the table, so you man don't see me. I was thinking,
I was like, right.
But yeah, listen. What I was saying is, think about this, when people March, April, I don't think nobody was going anywhere. But you see now, think about it.
Wait one second. Because I'm gonna definitely stop you in your tracks there. Because I know a DJ that was lining up link ups from technically probably week 2.
Yeah.
But trying to get people out.
Yeah, but nobody was going though. For long time.
You'd be surprised.
But what it is,
not real numbers, but obviously it's like a rave. It takes a little traction, isn't it?
No, but listen. Let me land. There's always gonna, bro. Listen, no matter what you do, listen. There's people that chase tornadoes, bro. Like that's a thing.
That's so extreme.
That's not a Black Lives Matter moment.
That's a thing, bro. There's people that go. Listen, there's countries here that have got active volcanoes. And people go and visit them and go and have a look at the tip of the volcano. There's people that love that shit.
God.
What I'm saying is, think about this. So we're now in June. Some people have have been staying in their yard, following all these rules, and couldn't tell you they don't know a single person that's sick. They don't know anybody that's been near this virus. There's so many things that they just look at and think, this ain't got nothing to do with me. So remember, it's still in the 1% of the population. The numbers. It's still in the 1% or the 2% of the population. So somebody doesn't know any person affected ever.
Can I ask a question?
So they just say, why can't I go out?
Can I ask a question? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go to.
I asked my friend the same thing. Do you know anyone with HIV or AIDS?
What? Not that I know of. But I might do.
So why can't you take this virus the same way?
No, listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen. the numbers. We got to look at numbers, yeah. You got to look at numbers. For somebody with HIV or AIDS, yeah, had to go and either swap blood with someone or sleep with someone with it. This is they're saying.
Back to random.
Yeah, they're saying. This thing here.
Bear man do that though.
You get what I'm saying?
Bear man do that. You're right.
I'm not saying I do that, but enough man do that.
Bear man do what?
Man said bareback randoms. That's what he said.
He took a test.
That's a wild game you better play.
But it is, yeah. But you see this thing here, yeah. This thing here is like, can I get it just if I walk within 2 meters of someone?
No, you can't get like that.
I doubt it. Can I? If you're sitting on the bus with it and you don't sneeze and don't cough, and I'm on the bus and I don't sneeze and I don't cough, would I get?
Okay, shall I tell you how you get it? Shall I tell you how you actually get it? So
Go
basically, let's say, because I spoke to one of my friends that's a doctor. So he was like, let's say, for example, you use the bus example. If someone's not wearing gloves or not protecting their stuff, yeah, and they put their hand on the surface, you go there and touch that same surface and put on your face or in your mouth. Yeah, that's how it gets. That's how it catches.
All right. So how am I gonna get it from the rave if I don't let you put your finger in my mouth?
Pause. Talking about a girl before anyone says.
Hey, bro.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm obviously adding humor.
I get what you're saying. That's funny still.
I'm obviously adding humor, but what is, if I'm in a street party, technically, and say I'm in a street party and I'm wearing gloves and I've got a mask on, and I say, I make a conscious effort not to touch my face or let anything touch my face. Why can't I be in the street party? If that's the way you try, if that's the way you get it, because
before he answers it,
you don't get it from just.
Why can't you be at the party, but you can't be, but you can be at the protest? That's probably got way more people without masks and gloves and within way more closer proximity.
I think what some people's answer to that will be, is that I'd rather risk my health for life changing at a cause
and the thing is,
for a party.
And the thing is, I hear that as well, but that, like, again, when you talk about the media, what they will always report is stuff that will be negative.
Exactly.
Because like,
we need to stop giving them ammo.
For the party that Fats was talking about in Manchester, where there was 6,000 people. There was a rape claim. And apparently,
I wasn't going to mention the EMT, but yeah, there was a rape claim.
There was a rape claim. I have to mention it because
someone died.
Because they're not mentioning it, so we have to mention it. Do you know what I mean?
Someone died.
Someone died, and there was a rape claim. But no one speaks about it in the UK media. No one speaks about it.
But then
there were 2 stabbings. There was 2 stabbings as well.
There was 6. There was 6. There was like 2 sword fights. There was 6
sword fights.
What's this?
Sword fights.
They say Shinobi was at the party. What's this?
They was doing St. George and that way.
They basically cut off one man's arm.
Yeah, I see his arm like hanging off.
That is
But back to that, what would you rather care about your health, which is basically if you go into a protest, you're around 1 million people, maybe, or 500,000 people, that you're more likely to get corona than 200 people at a block party. So you rather care about your health or what media think about black people?
Yeah, and that's a conscious choice that you have to make. That's what you have to make.
I think you are kind of going off tangent in the sense of the whole reason and the whole thing behind these protests is that we shouldn't be getting treated any differently.
Yeah,
you're allowed to get away with reporting. That's the whole reason we're protesting.
No, I understand that. I was just saying what the point is some people are going to the protest where there's like hundreds of thousands.
You should be allowed to do both.
That then we're complaining about the party, but I understand the morality of it is that, all right, well, I'm going to this protest and risking my life because I'm fighting for a cause rather than I'm going to a party with 200 people.
And then you got to remember, the thing with the whole Blackout Friday, a part of the message was to educate yourself, yes, but it was also to highlight what you're seeing, highlight the bullshit. If you're
not on the Blackout Friday moment, I just mean in general. Say yesterday there was a protest where there's hundreds of thousands of people without masks standing right next to each other, but then we got a problem about a block party with 200 people.
And I don't think you should have a problem. I think it's their own.
Yeah, I think each thing that happens where the government have said social distancing must be applied, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anything that you do where social distancing and wear face masks and all these things, if they're not being adhered to, then all of it should get called out. It doesn't matter if it's a party,
That's
whether it's
the
a
point I'm
process.
making. You get what I'm saying?
All of it should be called out because
Yeah.
it can't be.
The same way I'm not seeing people with face masks at these block parties. I'm not seeing people with face masks at the protests, which there's way more people. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just playing devil's advocate because I know they're there for a good cause. You get me? The people that come to that block party, they are there for their self-pleasure because they haven't been out for long enough. You get me? But
because
some people, as someone said earlier, being locked up like you, Tinos, some people can't deal with that, you know, like being a single person in their house, locked up 8 years. I've seen someone on my social media, a girl saying she's having mental issues now. She can't deal with it. Being locked in her house, she's just had a new child and whatnot. Some people want to get out for their own mental health. I've been stuck in this yard for that long. I need to hear music right now.
Yeah.
Some people are spending time with loved ones and realizing they don't
love them.
Like them.
They don't love them.
You're surprised, bro. Brothers and sisters fighting, husbands and
man,
wives.
that's too close to my man.
Domestic violence has gone up, you know.
Hey, I don't want my man to see this and think I'm sending for them. Man. I can't even comment on that one, man.
No comment.
Domestic violence has gone up, you know.
Yeah, it's gone up like crazy.
It has. Yeah.
Some man. Listen, so what are you saying? You'd prefer a man to smack up their woman than go to a little rave? Let them rave and they won't beat their woman.
And take out the little frustration. You get me?
The thing is, yeah, like Teeshow said with the media, it's mad because it's all right for everyone to go to Southend Beach when the sun first came out, and everyone was, and it was ram. The beach was ram, bruv. Yeah, so it was all right for everyone to go there, but it's not all right for everyone to go and protest against for Black Lives Matter. But it's also not all right to go into a street party. It's not all right to do any of it.
All
because,
these things,
all of it is not all right because the government have said social distancing. Do you know what I mean? So it's just weird how the media will pick and choose. Like even for example, these last protests where all these fucking football hooligans and that all came down with their racist selves. They didn't mention anything really. Do you know what I mean?
Right, they were kicking off,
bro.
But they got smacked up though.
No, but you know what's funny? What's funny about that is that they were kicking off even before.
Hey, your camera's sideways, bro.
Yeah, I know. It needs for a second. My phone needs to charge for a second.
Oh.
That's in a different world, I swear.
I tell you, my phone, it's mad to say my phone never goes past 50%. I don't really like it on.
It's in a different world, I swear to you, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely there. Well, you know what? This world needs all types of characters, man.
But you know what's mad, yeah? I swear, no one ever knows this until they chat to me. They just think I'm some prick that just chats all the time.
Bro, listen, you sound passionate. And you know what? That's what a lot of people are missing and lacking. Passion. And the fact is, you sound like you've got a lot of pride and you want a lot of change for black people. And that's admirable. Do you get what I'm saying? And I admire that. So just keep doing what you're doing. What I will say though, I'm slightly older than you. Say you're 25. I'm a couple years older than you. Just a couple. Just a couple. But what the advice I would give you is, don't expect you from other people. Do you get what I'm saying? Know your journey, know what you're on, know where your head's at, but don't expect people to think and be like you, because you'd always be disappointed. You'd always be disappointed.
I feel like, I heard that, yeah, but I feel like if I was to kind of have the mentality like that, honestly, I don't believe I would talk or work with a lot of people. Because, for example, because the way I see things, I honestly just believe everyone is kind of like me. So when I'm having conversations or talking to them or doing something, I'm coming with the mindset like they're open-minded, like they're not some idiots that don't have a brain up there. So and I know for a fact if I started to feel like no one has that same kind of mentality, I just don't think I'll have as much conversations with people. That's what I think. I feel like I'll shut people off even.
But that's just that you're socially adept, but it doesn't mean that everyone that you speak to is gonna have your same. Saying they're going to agree with your thoughts. They're
definitely. No, let me prove it to you. Yeah. Who else had toast for dinner. There you go.
For real.
No, I heard that. No, I'll take that on still. That's true shit. That's fair enough. Fair enough. But you know, that's what even irritates me about DJs, because like I feel like there's some DJs, yeah, and I just want them to do so much better and just. But we'll get to that when we talk about Insta lives, innit?
I feel like I'll share the same sentiments as Teeshow.
Okay, I think we should move on. I think we should get to the juice.
No, let's move on to the topic before that, innit? So, obviously, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Obviously, at the moment, we can't fly because there's no airplanes flying anywhere. But I just wanted to ask you lot, because I know I think everyone in here has been abroad somewhere, innit? So, what country abroad has been like the best place that you've played in? Yeah, and I'll ask it as a double question, innit? And because I know Raker's done it before, so just to the rest of you, and if you could, yeah, would you do like a season abroad? Yeah, and what country would you do it in? Like, what country would you pick to do? You know, like maybe a party, or maybe you might just DJ in a local pub or club or whatever. But yeah, anyone can answer.
Start with Tinos on this one.
You know what? My favorite, to be fair, is probably like Napa, like 09.
Okay.
And that's my favorite because that's when I got like, that was my first overseas booking, really. So I remember going there 08, everyone went 08. 08 was the mad year. Get me, everyone's running around, it's Ram. And then going back,
I missed that year, sadly, but yeah.
As a DJ, it was complete.
08 was mad, bruv. 2000 was mad, yeah? Let me let you know that.
Man ain't that old, you know.
Got you.
But like 09, going back and like as a DJ, it was just a whole different experience. You almost treated like a king to an extent, like walking to any club, you don't pay for drinks, and like for me, that was probably just my best experience because it was the first. But there's been many after that which are up there with it, but that's just always gonna stand out to me. But doing a season, yeah, I can't do that. I'm daddy. I can't disappear for a whole couple months.
I say, if you had no children, though, would you do it?
If I had no children, then yeah, I probably would.
Where would you go?
Job, I probably would. Like, why not?
Where would you go?
Where would I go? Ooh, it's changed now, isn't it? It's like I'd probably have to say somewhere stateside. Like, if I was gonna disappear in that sense, you have to be stateside for a couple months during summer, like a Vegas.
Okay.
Still in Vegas. That would be worth your time.
Yeah.
Quick question. Before you move on, quick question. Why do you believe that you can't that you still have a family?
I'm a full-time dad, so
Teeshow ain't got youths yet, has he?
I can't pick out for 3 months or 2 months.
Teeshow's on something like, why do you need to see your kids? Why?
It's okay. I heard that, but you can still come on, like.
Wait, no way.
Is it because
baby mom and child? Then yeah, take the booking, fam.
You think you can have a youth and have a missus? If you wasn't your missus, you could cut out for 3 months? You think she's having that?
It's money though.
Fam, so you're saying if you got a kid,
sometimes you can fly them to join you.
Can you imagine you in Ayanapa? Like,
No, people have done that.
Nah.
Yeah.
There's DJs who've taken, like Teeshow saying, they've taken their family with them, and then the missus. So it's like a double holiday. It's like a holiday with work.
Yeah, because the only reason I'm saying that is because I've seen kind of like one person I actually look up to is Chelsea, and Chelsea somehow knows how to balance abroad DJing and still having a family very well.
What I will say is, I'll just quickly jump in. If the only way it's about your wage, innit? If I'm flown out and let's say I did a season in anywhere, let's just say I did a season in Napa, for example, I gotta be on the top dollar. So when they put me up, they're putting me up in like a villa that I can bring my family out to, and then I just in the villa go and do my work, and I'll be getting paid top dollar.
Yeah, it's like being at home.
It's like you can afford to bring, because if they want to book a Westwood or anyone, and anyone that's really got their big name, they pay them enough for them to be able to bring out their family. But
Sure.
an average DJ trying to do a thing and doing a season, he's got to do grafting, innit? He's going to be out there grafting, making his name.
True.
Eventually, he will get to that. So, like, if you do more than one season, your second season is much better than your first. And if you end up on your fifth and your sixth, then you get more P's. Everyone knows who you are. You might start getting looked after different.
Fair.
So that's why.
Just before you move on, I typed in on YouTube 2000 Iron Napa because that's like a long time for me. And bro, like there's hardly any content here. But
you know why?
Nick Power.
What? When did YouTube come out, bro?
Yeah, I know. That's what's mad. So it must have been crazy.
Bro, that was listen. So Solid, Dizzy Rascal, Wiley. That was them eras, you know.
It was lit.
Stop that. Get that. What? He's got a Nokia. Take that. What? What? Come on.
I think I went 01 or 2 as well. I think I went 01 or 2.
Oh.
I thought I even went 2000 as well, though, you know. See.
Bro, that's when it was litty. Our camera phones were in like, I think, you know, what was it? What did it bit? It was like I don't know, 64 bit.
You didn't even know the phone was going to work when it struck New Year on January, boy. Remember that?
Yeah, the Millennium Bug. Yeah.
What? You didn't think your phone would work? What?
The Millennium Bug. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah. Remember that phone's going to get Millennium Bug, fam.
They thought that because the world, all the clocks were going to go from 99 to 00, that it would reset and everyone's bank account and everything would like go back like it was going to the beginning of the century. But obviously, it didn't.
Remember that?
It was a big thing. They were scared about the Millennium
Bug.
People
were proper scared about that. It was a thing.
It's like the coronavirus thing. It's like what we're living now. That's what you see in the media. It was Millennium Bug.
Yep.
So, Raker, where's your top place that you've ever played? You're building up again. Didn't you just...
Yeah, that was like some leftover suit that I parked up when you called me in. I was like, I'm going to have to hide this suit now, boy. Look clean cut and that. I think top place prestige-wise would be America for the South by Southwest Festival.
Okay.
But obviously it was an American thing out there. There's bare big Americans. I was DJing for Fecky and that, so... No disrespect to him and all the man them that were on the tour there. Come on, T, you was there, my guy. You get me?
Yeah,
that's when we first met, actually. Yeah, that's when we first met on the tour bus on the way there. You get me? So, obviously the artists are big over here, but over there they weren't really that big. The venue weren't massive. You remember it, T, innit? So, but just the experience. Like, come on, man was in Texas, South by Southwest.
Them strip clubs. Fuck.
Are you touching strip clubs, yeah?
Kills it, you know. Hey, I've got footage of that on YouTube. I've even got you on there, fam.
Hey, what? You got who?
Yeah, come on. I'm not vlogging that.
Oh,
you got on there, fam.
That's it on YouTube, you know. Not even like, I got it in my phone somewhere. Man,
no, that's on YouTube.
If it's on YouTube, that means we've all got it.
Yeah, we can all go watch it. You don't want to veer away from deck 1, deck 2. Make sure you subscribe to them first.
And then type in Teeshow in Vegas or Texas.
Do you remember the strip club T? Jeez! He gave me joke. That's why I got footage of him as well, man.
Hey, Smooth next.
So that was that big and the memories of it, but club-wise, it's got to be Iron Upper, man. There's been so many times out there. I already thought about it before we've started going live and that. And it's
how many seasons have you done in that?
After party at Club Black and White. That was
Raker.
Mad thing. Yo.
How many seasons have you done in Iron Upper?
6.
Mad thing.
You know, the killer user said I've done it, and Smooth has as well. We're gonna get to him after, obviously, but Smooth, I think you was there my first season, innit? No, second.
I done.
And I was there full. I met you 15, innit?
Yeah, because basically we came out 2014. We only came out for I think 10 days. 2014.
Yeah, that's what it was. You come and done the quick thing, innit?
And then 2015 we were out there for 3 weeks. Well, the package was 3 weeks, but we were out there for like 5 weeks. And then 2016 and 2017 we were there for 3 months.
Raw.
Wow.
Yeah.
But hold on, hear the mad thing, yeah? This is where it's so good to get different views on this podcast, yeah? Because Tinos said he couldn't do that the seasons because he's a dad. But Raker is a dad and he's out there. No, I just want to get a different perspective. Like what like shed some light, and so someone that's looking at it from a different side now, you're out there, you're also a father. So when you decided to go and do the season, how did you make that decision, or what alternative arrangements did you come up with for you to be out there, or do you fly there and come in? Are you like do many flights?
Back and forth.
Okay, so basically, originally, before the reason why I went Napa was, a lot of you will know Ralph, the owner of Fridge Bar. He was going to do a night out there every week. So he's like, I'm just going to fly you in and out. So my baby mum was pregnant then. So I'm like, boom, that's what's going to be the deal. I knew my son was born first week of July. So I was like, it's calm. She was a bit about it, you get me? But it ended up flopping, but I went anyway because it was, I don't want to go into my personal business, but it was a bit rocky at that time anyway. So I ended up going. So it was a bit calm. That's why I reckon if obviously it weren't rocky and whatnot, I couldn't have got away with baby ready to drop and I'm flying out to Iron Upper. So I just came back in and around the time she was gonna have little man, and you get me.
It was Teeshow.
No, sorry, I'm trying to shit. Excuse my language. It was the year after. It was after he was almost 1. So she already had little man, and then rocky times, whatnot. So I went. So that's how I dealt with that. With my other 2 children, his mum, the girls were bigger, so I can explain to them, look, daddy's going to work, like Teeshow was saying, sometimes you just, it's real. This is my work, innit? I ain't got a 9 to 5. This is my job. If my job requires me to fly, I bet if I was a bank manager and I'm like, yeah, I've got an opportunity to go to America and be bank manager, it's all right. You get what I'm saying? So why is it a problem because I'm going to DJ? Like, that is a job. You get me? So that's how I explained it to bigger kids, baby mum, plus the children. They're old enough to understand that time to do what you've seen. Little clips I'll show them here and there of what I do. They understand what a DJ is. So that's how I cut through with that, you get me? Because I wasn't with baby mums. I think being with one, I don't know how I'd work that, you know, them ones. Being away for 3-4 months is a bit of a mad one. So now, back to how you were saying about jumping in and out. My son's birthday is 6th of July. So when I go early June, I just come back for the birthday, spend a week or 2, jet back. So I'm jumping in and out, you get what I'm saying? It's not massive periods of not seeing all my kids.
So do you plan on so if there wasn't any corona, you'd probably be out there now?
Yeah, literally. I was talking about it with someone else, you know, and you see the date and I'm like, raw.
Hey, same, bro.
Yeah, because the D-Block Festival was early. I usually go out that mid-June, but the D-Block Festival was the first week of June, 3rd of June. So I'd have been there from time right now. What's the time now, bro? I don't know what I'll be doing. 12:40.
You'd be out already. You'd be
no,
out
I'm
there.
sleeping.
You still be
unless
sleeping?
I'm in the car, unless I do igloo with that.
Oh, yeah.
Club ice, warming up and that. Otherwise, I'll sleep until like almost club opening times, where you need your power up living that life.
Yeah.
But your when I was watching you, your Insta stories give me life though. That's where I get to experience Iron Apple with you.
You live through Raker, innit?
Yeah, Raker stories are hilarious, blood.
Yeah, no, because last year as well, I went ham, you know, at the work ethic thing. I was just lapping up everything. Sometimes I know Smooth, you know, you get the last minute calls. Oh, you want to do this bowl fight? And then I just like, yeah. I couldn't say no. So the story looked litty because I was just everywhere. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't having no break.
I remember a year where we was in Zante, and then Raker come out to Zante. Correct me if I'm wrong here. This is just my memory. So we was in Zante, and then you stayed out there because you got yourself a gig for in a couple bars. So when the whole of the shutdown left, you stayed out there and worked. Am I getting that right?
Yeah. Then I went back next year and
Raker don't fuck about, man.
So yeah, he's getting the seasons in, like season in Zante, season in Napa. Them man, they spend half the year in foreign.
Yeah, as I said, back to you're lucky enough being single, you know, them ones. It's obviously if I'm dipping in and out and looking after the kids, then it's calm, innit? I ain't got no one else to report back to and shit. So excuse my language, but yeah.
It's a good look though. Like, yeah, you're doing well, and I think your name out in Napa has started to become like a household Napa name now.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Fair to say that still. Like what we were saying, man, you put it perfectly. You know, it's like your first year, it's this, then second year, and then yeah, once you get past a certain amount of years, you're just the household name, innit?
I love that, man. All right, so let's move over to Mr. Smooth operator.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same with Raker, to be honest. Like, Napa is quite sick in terms of like the vibe. Like we've both done the Candy Beach party. Every Friday, you get like 2,000 people, 3,000 people all in one place, and everyone's getting in. Every person that comes gets a cup, unlimited drink for 3.5 hours. Everyone is lit. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
The vibe is too sick.
Sorry to stop you. That's why when some people question why a man does it, that's why, because it's mainly Friday was the day, but it's like nearly every day is a Saturday, you know, them ones, the work's lit every day. But yeah, back to it, because you just bring back memories of them.
Hey, wait there, can I interject 1 second, yeah?
Go
Can I tell you a quick story? So I went Napa really like 09. I went Napa 09, 10. I think I went 11, yeah?
Yeah.
But before there was Candy Beach Party,
yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
there was Johnny loves black girls.
Oh, I heard about this.
Dirty Beach Party.
Yep.
The Dirty Beach
I
Party.
heard about this.
And basically, it was the same thing, yeah? So what happened this year? Like 2011, I've gone Napa. Obviously, as far as I know, it's Johnny Love Black Girls, Dirty Beach Party, it goes off. So I've gone there and I've told a couple people in it, like, yo, get the ticket for that party, it goes off in it. Blood, I've gone to the location, yeah? There's like 4 people.
Yeah, bro. Do you know what? Yeah,
I'm looking, yeah. I'm like, bro, what's going on? I've got to give the people back their money, yeah. But I've seen.
You refunded them.
No, listen to this bit though. As I'm standing there at the bar, yeah, waiting for people, there's like 4 of us. I've seen the crowd of people. I'm like, where are they going? They're going Candy Beach Party. What happened is the thing switched over in it that year. So that Dirty Beach Party was no longer a thing, bro.
Yeah.
And the Candy Beach Party.
I'm happy it's not. What the hell? That's racism. What the hell?
Do you know what though? Do you know what? Like I was there. 2011 was the first time I went to Napa, so I was there that year. When that happened. But there was politics with that. I'm not going to go into it. Yeah,
I know.
There was politics.
They have to be.
I was just thinking that. I was like, knowing nothing now, like I do. I was like, I know the politics. I'm picturing the people and everything. I know it was like, hey, we do our own fucking fuck these guys. But yeah, I'm not going to say
last week we had Funk Butcher, Risco, and Melody on there, innit? And obviously we touched on a bit of Napa, and we was talking about the politics that happens, innit? So yeah, we know obviously the politics does definitely happen over there.
Yeah, so politics are very mad. But yeah, no, Candy Beach Party is sick, man. 2,000 people, depending on which week it is. When it gets to like the end of July or mid to end of July, that's when the peak season is really like it pops off. You're getting 2,500, 3,000 people drunk, but the vibe is too sick, bruv. It's lit. It's lit. I played in a couple other places in Cyprus. I played in Nicosia. A club called Club Tees. That's sick. They flew us out.
That sound like the Teeshow's kind of club. Texas. Yeah.
We got man like Rocky, innit?
Yeah, Rocky.
My type of vibe still.
Yeah, big up Rocky. No, they flew me and Tino out. They were doing like weekly. They were doing a weekly Saturday event during the close season. So they flew us out in January. So basically, they did the event on my actual birthday, and they flew us out. And no, it was sick, man. They proper looked after us as well. Proper hospitality, man. Sick. So yeah, Cyprus mainly. I've done Amsterdam. I've done I've done the north side of Cyprus as well. But there north side of Cyprus, yeah, it's like when they told us where we were going to be DJing, we went through the hotel and just looking around the hotel, it's like I was dreaming, bro. I was like, rah, this is nuts. Like the decoration and the decor and that, bro, they got money over there.
What did you find the crowd like up there, though, bro? I went over there 2 years ago as well.
Yeah, the crowd is different. The crowd is much different to even Nicosia. You see, like with Nicosia, you still got the tables, but there's a dance floor area.
Yeah.
If you want to rave and be in the dance floor, you can be in that bit. But the place where we played, it was like an open space, but there was just loads and loads and loads of tables.
That's what I was when you said tables, I thought I'm picturing the club I went to. Was it Soho, the one that's on the harbour?
Yeah, Soho. Yeah.
It's like it's too bougie. There's just tables on the whole
table after table after table after table. Yeah.
But there's just tables, so everyone's on a bougie sitting down. It's like you get a few that stand up. It's like they're all there to stun. It's like playing up West End times 100. You know, it's like you get 3 people dancing out of the 300. It's like we're all here to stun.
Like they appreciated the music.
That's what it is. They nod to it. They're all in the
but they're all chilling with their peoples.
Yeah.
It
was just the crowd. They got that little bit, the stand-up bit over on the right. That was the turn-up crew. The rest of them just sit there watching you like, I felt like a rapper, you know, them ones. Like, they want me to jump on the stage and start spitting the tunes as well or something.
Teeshow.
Yo.
Where would you want to go? And if
you know what's mad, what I'm deep in, is that I had a complete different type of holiday experience because of an artist, innit? So like when you guys have gone on a season, you guys have probably got to actually have fun within them cities more. So like when you guys are saying Napa, it's maybe because of the years I went, but Napa has to just be like, ugh. Like
what?
But what's your place?
Like Zante, I don't think anything beats Zante for me. Like, and I've been there maybe like 3 years in a row now. And the thing is,
what did you do?
It's that club that looks like a beach, pure beach. I think it was.
Plus.
Yeah, no. Oh, it's pure beach. It's on the side of the strip, and it's like some white geezer with bare tattoos owns it. I forgot his name.
Pure Beach.
Pure Beach,
Yeah, and obviously, like, I understand Napa, and I understand, like, I realize if you're doing a not one night stand, if you're doing like a hen's night or something, Napa will be the perfect location. Like, if you're trying to have fun, like, if someone has not lost their virginity, send them to Napa, innit? Like, they will learn about. But for me, having a good time and just the littest performance, the littest people, and just the crowd and the sun and just the houses and the food. Zante's just, and it's because we got some food spot there. Like it's on, like you got to drive for like 2 hours, and it's on the edge of a cliff. And
that's
like literally when you're
artist, where.
That's what I'm saying. There's artist life, innit? Artist life.
Yeah, like so, like I would say Zante, like America was good, like Napa was good. Also Malia. There's one club called Candy Club,
Candy Club.
3 years in a row. That club, when you perform there and the music playing, it's like everything shakes. It's like everything shaking, but it's good quality music. It's not distorted. Like you still hear everything clearly. But Zante for me is just.
So would you do a season in Zante?
Yeah, I could live there.
Mad thing.
Ross.
I could actually live there.
You know, if you could live, if you live there, you know you wouldn't eat in that restaurant every day. Yeah? Don't think of the restaurant and the club, you know. If you live there, you got life changes.
I know, but the thing is, because we've been there so many times, we ended up staying in different places and going to different parts of Zante, and we actually like that place. Like, it's just nice and it's small. It's just, I don't know.
But that's the thing with doing the season. People propagate it twisted. Like, when we were doing the seasons out there, were like, oh my God, you lot are going to properly enjoy it. Like, every day wasn't really like a turn up. Like,
yeah. That's why I don't think I could do a season though. In all
because the thing is, like, let's say for example, a random day that I would have in Napa would be I'd wake up, but the previous night I would have done a madness because I would have been out and I wouldn't have gone home until like 6 a.m. So then I wake up. Let's say I wake up about 12. Obviously, do the normal routine, get ready, blah, 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 have some food. Then I'm DJing at the boat party, 2 p.m. That boat party goes until, 5 o'clock? And then sometimes you may have to do the second boat party. You might have to DJ at that one as well. So you're not going to go home until like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Then you got to play at the club. You got to play at the bar. The bar want you there at 10 o'clock. So you're playing at the bar 10 till 2. Then you're DJing at the after. Then you're DJing.
How much they pay you for this?
Either Club Ice or you're DJing somewhere else. You're there, and then you're DJing there till like 5 o'clock. And then you're sitting outside Rio's getting some chicken. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So you're not going home till like 6 a.m.
How much are they paying me for?
No, but the P. This is the thing as well. The P depends on the trust that the promoters have with you.
Okay.
If you're just a random, you're gonna get bottom barrel.
But you can't be a random. You're in a flipping foreign country DJing. You can't be a random.
Randoms turn out there, bro.
Yeah, they do. Randoms go there and say, "Oh, I want a DJ here. Like, can I play?"
That just go there and say, "Yo, I'm a DJ, bro. Can you put me on?"
Exactly.
Yeah, I've seen it still. It's kind of disgusting behavior.
And then
You might not get the top clubs first. They just work the way up, getting the bar and get their face known, and
But the Teeshow.
But I don't think. But what's mad? Yeah.
Disgusting behavior.
I hear what he says though, because like I've seen some DJs do that, and it's like,
they're not doing it the right way.
But hold on. So what is the right way? What is the right way?
There is no right way.
I think there is. I honestly believe there is. I feel like there's a three or two. Yeah. For example, go to the actual night, because that's when I always tell DJs, especially upcoming DJs, get this statement of, "I'm not going to something unless I'm booked." That is the stupidest thing you could probably ever do in your life.
No, wait. Are you talking about in England? We're talking about abroad, yeah?
Both, bro. I'll explain why. Both. But because my thing is, cool, you go to that night. My thing is, I just like to learn who's who. So speak to the DJ, have a conversation. Sometimes DJs ain't as nice as they could be. Speak to the bar staff, then you find out who the manager is. All you have to do is literally either give them a mix or tell them, "You know what, don't pay me for the first set, try me out for the first hour. It's up to you." That kind of way. I don't honestly always believe in just going up to the promoter on the night when the guy's organising something and go, "Yeah, I'm a DJ." I don't think that works. That's just being
I think the two work differently in England and abroad. Abroad's a different world, isn't it? How else do I get put on?
Your time.
Exactly, but I say you go to the party early, you know who's who. Like, you actually find out who's who. Like, you can actually see who's the DJ, who's the promoter.
I still got to go to the guy.
No, you can't go during. But some people are going during the event. I don't think you can go during man's event.
I hear that.
Do you think that you should go out abroad on your own and and pitch for work?
If you want.
Yes. If I feel like sometimes what some people need to do, the reason why I say you do have to do that. When I left uni and I thought I was a big man in uni, come to London, I realized that bare man are just far ahead of me. I actually had to just sit in some of these clubs and just look at these men and just study them. You have to. A lot of DJs don't want to study. Like, they just believe they should just.
But you just said don't go to the rave unless you're booked. But you was going.
No, but I'm saying get that
he's saying he's saying other DJs have that mentality where if they're not booked, they're not going.
Get that out of your head.
I thought you said don't.
I won't be able to play bashment if I wasn't going to these bashment raves that were in London back in the days.
Yeah.
I won't be able to play bashment. I won't even be able to understand it, because in uni it's a whole different ball game.
Yep.
So like some people, when they're telling me this, I'm like, how do you actually expect to learn? Like, experience just don't come from you getting.
So wait, when you say back in the day, where did you used to go? What?
Just uni. Like, because the way I patterned is that when I first started DJing, I think it was college, I was just doing my friends' birthdays. So really and truly, you know what's gonna go. You know what songs are gonna go off. Like, it's a bit easy. Your friend's birthday. Like, you can't really do that wrong if you did, and I don't know. Then I went straight to uni, and uni literally was just work, got to the top, whatever. Then I graduated, then you come back into London, and it's a thing of where some people will know your name, but they only know your name because of uni. Then other promoters are just looking at you like, can you actually DJ though? Like, don't you just play everything fast? So you kind of I had to adapt. Like, I had to actually study these, man, because there was some man they were talking so much crap. I'll never forget, they were talking so much crap when I first started in London. And I'm just looking at them and just like, okay. But now, we're on the same lineup, like, so it's all calm.
But the thing is, you see with that though, you see with the whole transition in your crowd and transitioning the spaces that you play. You need to be able to do that, because a lot of DJs think, okay, cool, I'm playing 3 years at uni. Whilst I'm studying, I'll play all these dances, and eventually when I finish, I should be able to just play in London because I moved back to London. Not a chance.
Because like Birmingham, like one thing I realized, especially touring with Hardy, was that I was DJing in unis, but sadly I was DJing for ACS type of people.
Yeah.
When I came road with Hardy, I was going to the same uni. I was going to Leicester. I'll never forget this day. Leicester. I saw a different side to Leicester. I didn't even know they had a certain type of entry. I didn't even know they had certain type of drinks. Like, I didn't even know it was a whole certain type of crowd. And I was just sitting there like, I can't believe this is the same city.
Yeah.
And some people just don't even know that. They just think it's just one kind of way to DJ for the rest of your life, and it's just.
Because like, even with me, when I finished up in Hertfordshire, it was easier for me because even though I was still DJing, I was also doing my own events. So it was easier for me to transition. So all I would just do is I'd throw my own events in London. Yeah. And then when I was promoting, I go to all the other dances. So random times you had Mustard Bar was open, APT, Agenda.
So what, did you just go to London and said, forget it, I'm just gonna do events? Like
I just said I'm gonna do my own events, and I'm gonna promote to the crowd that I was always doing events for. Because obviously when I finished, everyone else had finished their uni cycle. They'd all graduated. So obviously they were all coming back to London. But obviously they still had me on their contacts. I still had them, Facebook, Twitter, I think the BBM was still popping off them times. So that obviously was still easier to promote. Do you know what I mean? So I just said I'm going to do my own events. Then the first event we did in London, we used 2AD, the old Departure Lounge. Oh. So we did our event there. That was 2011. We did our first event there, and yeah, we sold out. You know what I mean? And then whilst we was doing all the promotion for that, we was going around to literally all the venues that had events on, because them times there was events on every week. Yeah. Friday and Saturday, there's four or five places open every single week. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So we would just go around, literally blitz it with the promo, CDs, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like our name started to get around with all those promoters that were also doing their events. They may not have booked us, but our name was still visible to them.
When you say our name, what was it? Was you in a collective or something?
Yeah, it was Smooth Fuego at the time. Smooth Fuego.
I'll say okay, that kind of makes sense when you're in the collective, but for individuals,
but even individuals, but even individuals, the same kind of thing.
No, but you know what it is. You know what it is. You lot talk like uni. Yeah, I've never been. I didn't go uni. I'm not sure about Raker and Tinos, but I didn't do the uni. We never got to uni. Yeah. But so what that does is that gives us, when we're here in London, we get on lineups, we become trusted DJs, we become a part of the circuit. So then every year you get a new set of DJs that have graduated from uni, trying to slip in. And obviously it's difficult where you find that, like, okay, so there's a DJ from the uni scene that's been popping off, his name's ringing bells. It's hard for him to just slot in when he comes to London. 100%. Because we've got an active scene, like the man them are working. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. The only way that works for someone to come in is if, one, their stuff is shit hot. What they're doing is hot. Yeah. They're offering something different to what everyone else is offering. Yeah. And if they've got a following, if they've got a crowd that literally wherever they go, they will go with them, that also can influence a promoter, because they can say, okay, cool, he can get 50 or 60 people on his own to come to a dance. Yeah. I might book him for that. He may be similar to what I already book, but he's got the pool, which means I can make money. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So however, some promoters will look for those kind of DJs as well. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you know your position and how you can play the game.
However, I would suggest, if someone did have that, I would still suggest do research, because I feel like what some people get confused sometimes, they come to your first one, they come to your second one, but you see, when you become someone that repeatedly does it, are these people always going to come?
How do you mean?
So like, you know, like when you say them people have this following that always follow them no matter what. I feel like when you first start off, it's all smooth, it's all beautiful. But then when you actually become, unless you adapt and learn how to play in other places.
Oh, of course. 100%.
Because a lot of these
agree.
people have a big following, and sometimes when you try to take them out and give them another stage,
it doesn't work. Yeah. I've seen it.
They're lost.
Yeah,
So I feel like especially promoters, they need to look out for that, because some promoters they'll be looking at a following of the DJ, thinking, oh my god, this is amazing. So you put them in a whole different crowd, thinking it's going to bring the same type of
And some DJs generally don't fit a promoter's clientele.
and that's fine. And it doesn't mean the DJ's crap.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So what you can do sometimes is still do your thing with your following, but also have it in your mind that you want to try and branch out and get other people, and try and build a bigger base. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that's what I tried. That's what I tried to do anyway. So when we were moving back to London, we had a run for maybe about 18 months where we were doing raves. Maybe every 6 to 8 weeks we were doing raves, and then we were still getting booked in the London scene more.
Did you book London DJs, bro? Did you come and book London DJs?
When I did my booked Invasion Crew, Chucky, Mr. Hooli, New Winner Road.
So you booked the Northwest guys.
Yeah,
you didn't book me.
I wasn't aware of you.
What about the South guys? What about the South guys?
No love for South.
You don't know, people keep it in the family, them, you know.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
But Joe, it is for me. I like, it was easier for me to book those DJs because when I was DJing, even on the uni circuit, those DJs were on those lineups. So it was easier for me because I knew those DJs played in London and also did the uni circuit as well. So because I was always on the same lineups, we'd obviously always bump into each other.
I'm just joking.
The conversation is more easier. No, I hear what you're saying, but the conversation is just easier. So it's just easier to make something happen, if that makes sense.
Quick question.
All right, listen. I think here I reckon we got about 10, 15 minutes max. So I want to get onto this Instagram thing now because you know what I mean. I want to hear what you lot got to say because it sounds like you lot are budding out the Insta thing. Like,
I'll say this: Instagram is not for DJs. Instagram Live is not for DJs.
It's not for DJ even during this time.
It is during this time, because obviously you're able to get to the people that's on your socials. It's just that the platform itself is very restrictive because obviously it's copyrighted music that we're all playing. So he's gonna get kicked off. I saw a couple of lives yesterday. One guy got kicked off 4 or 5 times in a space. It's just the music. As soon as it flags up, bang, you're locked off. Then you have to come back in.
Some people, but that's all platforms though. Unless you're
the only platforms that don't do that is Mixcloud Live and Twitch.
Yeah, because they play PRS.
Yeah.
But then how many people are on Twitch? How many people are going to go to you there? You've been putting in all your grafting work for your people that follow you on your social medias, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, you're going to get kicked off for all of them. So unless you're going to go to Pirate Radio.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It's hard. It's hard because obviously Mixcloud is a platform where they have the licenses. So you can play whatever music you want. You're not gonna get kicked off. No copyright material, like all these copyright infringements that you get on Facebook or Insta. You don't get that on Mixcloud Live. YouTube, you can stream on there, but usually you can't keep the video up. The video usually will get blocked. It's the same with Facebook. Periscope's not too bad because you can link that to Twitter. It's not too bad. So when you stream live on via Periscope, that sends a notification to everyone that's following you that you are live, and your video goes up to the top of the screen on your phone. So you can basically scroll up to the top and you see people who are streaming live, and then if you want, you can check in on there. But Instagram is easy because obviously you just put your phone on a tripod, get the sound into the phone, and you're good to go. No problem. The setup is easy, but in terms of the restrictions you're gonna constantly get kicked off. Like it's just nuts.
But listen, this Instagram at the moment, there are some DJs that have used it and has turned their following up tenfold. There's some DJs that are winning.
100%.
In the week 1, in our first week, we spoke about Instagram. That's 12 weeks ago. Yay. And basically, I said I think it's going to make some DJs and it's going to break some DJs.
I'm happy you said that.
Yeah, it's gonna make some and it's gonna break some.
I got something to say on that, boy.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I know some of the DJs that have made something out of this, and I respect them.
Yeah.
Numbers have gone up. There's that guy from Birmingham. I can't remember his name. But
Continental GT.
Yeah, his thing. I don't know what his thing was before, but I know that his thing is passing.
Yeah,
I know Lani from before, and I know he was doing his thing. But I know that he's killing it, and Insta's working for him.
Yeah.
But I also know some DJs that they're like. I remember, like, I logged onto a certain DJ's thing, and I was, it said one viewer, and I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, but you see, this is the thing.
You had to hang around. You had to hang
around for a bit. You know what I mean?
This is the thing. This is the thing, yeah.
Doing fire emojis and that. Yes, bro.
This is the thing, yeah. You see, the numbers game is what's scaring a lot of DJs from actually doing Instagram Live or just live streaming in general.
Yeah.
You shouldn't really be looking at the numbers, really, because if you want to do a live stream, it should be because you want to do a live stream.
No, bro, listen. I hear what you're saying, and I get you 100%. But as Raker said earlier on, it's the love of the music. Sometimes it's more than money. But you see the numbers game. We all know you get like 2 to 3% of your following on your live. So those that have got 1 million followers only get a couple thousand. We know that the ratio is crazy.
Yeah.
But when you got 1 or 2, it must hurt your soul.
Of course, that's exactly what I was going to say. This numbers game, if you're going to do Instagram Live, you need to have you need to be strong-willed, because you can be streaming and you can see 4, and that will rattle you if you're not careful. Do you know what I mean? It could rattle you. Like there's been a couple live streams. I've done nearly 22 live streams in 28 days.
I said nearly 22.
I've been going ham. I've been bored.
One second, yeah. Because obviously you lot in here, yeah. The reason why we're even having this topic is because obviously, like each one of you, I believe, have done different lives in it. So you've taken a bit of the live stream and just twisted it a bit in it to basically cater to your market or switch up how the live should be in it, or how you believe they should be. Yeah. So Teeshow does like a keep it 100 in it, T.
Yeah.
So Teeshow basically goes through his emails, gets music sent to him, goes through his emails, checks all the songs from artists, and he basically does like a review of those artists.
Well, man's out here creating enemies and that. What, man said what you shit, yeah? I watch.
That's actually happened too, but
they're done, bro.
Yeah, like I had a proper troll for a couple of days.
I've seen Raker. I've been in one of Raker's live. He was playing back an old set that was unique to me, because that's just different. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Raker
playing back an old set and building up at the same time. Yeah, that's proper thing.
You get me? So I've seen Raker doing that and a couple games as well. I was gonna teeth the game idea still, but I ain't teethed it yet still. But
take that, fam.
I see Raker doing a couple games and that.
We're working on a collaboration. Is that all right?
All right, cool.
We've got to bring in C as well. There's contractual going on in this. It happened on the podcast, fam. I'm in. It's 33.33%, fam.
I've seen Tinos. He does like the Saturday. It's like a drive time, but with drink. I don't know what's going on there.
I even realized he kept drinking through this whole like.
That's not alcohol though.
No, that's just juice today. That's just juice.
Oh. Yeah. On the Saturday, I see.
Must save the Hennessy for Saturdays. You get me?
Yeah, he's got the live with the Hennessy. You get me? So he's got a little spin there on the daytime party or daytime live, and then obviously Smooth. He's been doing almost like artist specific lives in it, which is obviously a bit different. I ain't seen everyone doing that.
So what you do? You just stick to one artist for that whole day?
Yeah. So basically, the last week that I done, I sort of themed it. So the last week I done basically Channel U Legends. So I done Monday to Friday.
Hold on, go tell me your legends, man. Because don't upset me, man. Let me.
So I done N-Dubs.
Okay.
I done N-Dubs. I done Sway.
Lethal B.
Sway, but yeah.
Lethal
okay.
B. Chip and Gigs.
So what about Bruiser? What about Bruiser? Come on.
How many songs? I can't.
Bro, that's legendary, bro.
I know it's legendary. I know it's legendary.
Yeah,
How many songs does he have though? How many
That's
songs?
the thing.
Don't matter. He's legend. I know you legend.
What, he wanted to play
Yo, with
the
Fats.
mix would be
What happened
6
to, what happened
songs
to
long.
Fats? What happened to Fats? Because Fats got their tune on Channel U, you know.
Bro, I got
Fats,
two
did you get a little
videos,
show,
bro.
huh?
2 videos. No, yeah. But end up Channel U. That's their thing. I always think that they own that. That was their.
Yeah, they ran. They had a proper. They had a sick run at that time. Yeah. So like,
They done it properly, boy.
Fuck and dubs now though.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Talisa's been getting some backlash.
Yeah, blood.
She's been getting in the neck, boy.
She tried to bullying me. Should be in that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, see that.
But yeah, so like,
you're lucky you didn't bring that out this week, bro. Your show would have got
bro,
cancelled.
oh my days, I would have had to scrap it. I would have had to scrap it, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
But like, so yeah, so I've done like artist mixes, and then I also jumped on No Signal Radio, and I did a Channel U, 2 hours of just Channel U songs. So it's more grimy. And,
Did you play Southside? Did you play Southside?
Of course I played it. Come on, I have to play it. Of course I have to play it, bro.
Hold on, but first, don't get excited because he probably mixed it out before your verse.
I what Fats? You on the Southside song?
Yeah, Fats has got the last verse.
No, I ain't. Second to last.
Second to last. Fats represent Impeccable.
Oh, was that you? I always thought who that was, you know.
He's got to watch it now.
He's got to watch it now, later.
Anyway, moving on. My question to you lot, yeah, is how have you found it? Like, what's the feedback like for you lot's lives? Obviously, you've been doing different kind of lives, isn't it? So what's the feedback like?
Well, with me, I've been trying to get people away from Instagram. That's been my main thing. I stream on Instagram as well with my phone, and then I stream on all the other platforms with OBS and WeStream. Yeah. So the main thing what I want to do is I want people to log in on Insta, and I'm trying to tell them, look, go over to this platform because we're not going to get locked off over there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. People are going over there, but it's going to be a slow process. And I feel like everyone will go over there if everyone does what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. If everyone pushes everyone off Insta to a platform like Mixcloud, for example, where you know as a DJ, your stuff's not going to get taken down, whether you put a mix up on there or if you do a live stream, you're not going to get locked off. It's just a very safe platform. So you are actually free to do whatever you want to do on that platform because you know the people that need to get their money from the PRS are going to get their money. Do you know what I mean? And eventually, people are going to have to go over there because unless Instagram are going to change their whole ethos in terms of actually allowing copyrighted music to be played on their platform, this problem is always going to happen. Do you know what I mean? So, and it makes sense for DJs to go over there because people are posting their mixes on Mixcloud, but they're not utilizing the live platform. It doesn't really make much sense to me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, use your following on Instagram, but try and get them off there and let them know that your live stuff is going to be on that platform. Do you know what I mean? So I found that people looking on Instagram, I don't mind it, but it's just annoying when I'm trying to do a proper live stream on all the other platforms and I have to interrupt what I'm doing on there to go and restart the phone because I've been locked off.
Yeah, boy.
All right,
Do you know what I mean?
Mr. Smooth, let me ask you, I'm going to say something and it's probably good. It might offend you, but it's just one of them things. I think you're being selfish.
How do you mean?
22 live streams in 28 days. Yeah. What you're doing is, you're trying to monopolize. You're trying to be Tesco's. And the corner shop, we are the corner shops. You're trying to close us down. Because
he's Uber, you're the black taxi.
Yeah, he's Uber. I don't have my food. But what I'm saying, honestly, without just pointing at you, I feel all DJs that do multiple lives per week, are trying to they're being selfish. They don't do raves on their own. Like there's only one. I've only seen 1 or 2 raves with very we've got lineups in it. Like I feel like we should be. There was a few DJs, Tinos, Godfather, Simon. And like that linked up and said, you know what? Let's share the audience and let's give people variety and let my following follow you and then our following follow Raker, and then we all of them follow Teeshow, and everyone's follow you by all doing a different live at a different time and driving audiences around. Yeah, because it makes sense that we all, as I said earlier about this podcast, when we thought about this podcast, I was like, raw. Me and Fats, we could just talk about DJing stuff. I've been DJing 20 years. I could just talk about it all week. I could talk about it every week on my own. Me and Fats just have a conversation. And we're like, right, we want to bring in everyone. And like, as I said, I don't even know you. And we want you on the platform. Yeah. Tinos, I know them. And if you didn't know them, now you know them. You know what I mean? I treat us like colleagues. Yeah. But when it comes to the lives, I feel like everyone is getting a little bit selfish, a little bit me. So, I'll tell you the reason. The only reason why I've done 22 live streams in 28 days is because literally I'm bored at home. I've signed off from work. I've signed off work for 12 weeks. I've been at home for 12 weeks. So no, bro. Listen, I mean, I'm not trying to. No, I hear what you're saying. I'm not taking it as offense. I want us to look at things as a bigger picture. How can we now say? Like,
this is what I wanted to make.
But you know what? I'm down to work though. I'm down to work with anyone. Honestly, I'm down to work because it makes sense.
I think what's happened? There weren't no pre-planned for whatever happened if clubs got shut down. What would us lot do if we knew this something like that would ever happen? We would have had these discussions before, and we would have known. Boom! If that did ever happen, all us, man, we're going to get a WhatsApp group and we're going to say, all right, you only stream between 6 and 8 on Thursday. Tinos, you take over. We're going to share you get me? There weren't no plan. You get me? So there weren't no plan for it. So that's been the problem. There ain't been discussions like this, which same again, big up both of you. You got used for bringing this together. It's like there weren't no plan for it. So yeah, you are going to get, I know it's in a slow jams show, then there's someone else that's doing it, and it's like, and it's like neither of us have copied each other or trying to clash each other. We just haven't spoke about our ideas together because we're not in no group or no forum like this to chat about, all right, boom, if you're going to do a slow jam thing, so am I. Let's share the listeners. You do 8 to 9, I'll do 9 to 10. Yeah. I know a next man that's doing it. I ended up seeing someone that does one after me. So I'm like, us three could have linked up before this had happened and shared that time, you get me? So I think that's one of the problems of why the views are down too. What someone else was saying about caring about views, it's like sometimes it's just to give the love back and just play some music to some people rather than yourself in your yard, even if there's 3 people in there. And sometimes the numbers are up and down. It's so random, you get me? And depending on who's in there and who shared it, I can't lie, I've done my Sundays thing, Wiley's coming there, shared it, suddenly it's gone from like 17 people to 67 people or something, you know, them ones, and then bare follows when I've logged off. So if I was like, it's only 17, let me lock this thing off, man. Yeah. He would never have come in there and shared that live and made all them people that would never have watched me or heard of me in their life come and watch my live and then follow me. You get what I'm saying? Even down to when you watch back the list of who's watched it after. So, all right, when I was on, my peak number was 30 or something, but when I've now looked back at the numbers after 24 hours, there's 200 people who's watched it, you get me? Whereas 200 people ain't seen me play in a club for 3 months now. You don't keep your team fresh to them. The people that are doing it are going to be the ones where they're like, well, I've been listening to him all through this quarantine, man. I can't wait to hear him in the club.
But what happens is, what happens to say, let's look at this. There's ravers, that like DJs for multiple different reasons, So let's just talk about, all right, Sandra, Sandra likes Raker's mixes, but she fancies Tinos, but she's Teeshow's cousin. Who does she listen to?
She's coming to my life still.
If she comes to your life, but you're all on the same time, but she actually should be on Teeshow's.
Cousin. You know, let me add on.
Man, they should have been discussing it before, but there weren't no time before.
You know what?
No one ever knew this would happen.
Pick up off of Raker's point. I get what Raker's saying, but the conversations have been had. Like whether it's across the border or in small pockets, people have had that. And then there's similar things what happened with Smooth. He's got on board. Smooth said his show is Tuesday and Wednesday, but he's got on board on Friday and said, fuck it, he's going to jump on. And that's happening across the board. Like, for example, like, Zest does a show every Thursday night. No matter how bored I am, I'm not going to jump on and do a show at that same time.
Yeah.
DJs are sharing that same energy. I know that MJ had a chat, I can't remember who it was with, but somebody was doing a show. He was like, right, I'm not going to do my show today. You take the show. The conversations can be had. And we all talk to each other enough, whether it's just in our small circuits, but the DJs don't think long term. They don't look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Remember, a lot of DJs haven't been a part of this, the working world, the corporate world, like in regards to thinking long term. They're thinking me. If you think bigger term and say, right, let's share our followers, guess what? If I leave with 50, you're going to have 50 as soon as you come on. So if you're doing it for another purpose, I'm going to give you that straight away. But a lot of DJs are not looking at that.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing stopping you from having a conversation.
Someone's phone is up.
Yeah. Especially in the time we had to, all it took was a quick DM. Randoms at their time. You're totally right, bro.
Well, was you gonna say something?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is a few things actually, because it's been loaded out. Sorry. You know, with this Insta Live stuff, yeah, my thing is, and I feel like what's carried my career so long, I don't over-exaggerate myself. Some people feel like I DJ a lot, but I actually pick and choose where I DJ and how often I DJ and what events I do. And the only reason for that is because I feel like, you know, like where you just said, the person might be my cousin, but might fancy that person, but their favorite DJ is that person. I feel like when you're doing Insta Lives day after day after day, you're kind of devaluing yourself. I just the way I see it, and that's why I never done it like that. Because when I was watching some DJs, they were sometimes doing things their crowd on their Instagram didn't want from them, so they were getting 1 or 0 people locked in. And it's not that they should give up, because numbers don't matter, but at the same time, know what you're doing and don't do too much. Like, know your crowd on your Instagram. Because I agree with that Smooth thing about switching over, because that works very well for Quams, Fox, and OV. They start off on Instagram, then move to Mixcloud. I think that we should do more of that often. And then on top of us having conversations, the reason why a lot of people ain't having conversations is because of pride. A lot of people are too scared and think, I want all like a lot of people, they sadly, we have too many DJs that DJ for clout, and there's less DJs that DJ for the love of music. Because I remember when I first came into this, it was like every single DJ that I could see wanted to shut down the party. Like, not because they wanted the girls, not because of there was no following, because there's no Twitter, there was no nothing like that. They just wanted to be a good DJ. But sadly now, we have a thing of where it's so hard to tell if the DJ is doing this to gain followers on his Instagram because he's seen DJ Lani do it, or he's seen Quam's Original do it, or is he doing it for the love of music? So I feel like some of them just don't know what they're doing. And it's a bit irritating. So that was a fly in my room. It's a bit irritating. Like, it's a bit like I actually, because Smooth, I wouldn't even count what you're doing as too much, because you wasn't doing it before. And your thing's more of a season and it's more of a genre and more of a type of artist. So some people that want to listen to that will hear that. Where some people were literally like he was saying, like T was saying, Tino was saying that some people will literally see someone else's on live, and instead of them to go or support it or share it, they will go on Insta Live. Like, you guys have basically the same crowd. Why are you even doing that? Have the conversation, because
you're basically splitting the crowd into two. There's no need to do that. Yeah.
Because that's why I can't lie. I have not gone on Insta Live once to DJ, because I can't lie. One thing I did realize about me is that my following is more mixed based and me doing a video of me DJing than me being live. Because if I was to do a video of me mixing, that will get more viewers than I would ever think to have on Insta Live. If I was to drop a mix, they would do much better, because really and truly, I've realized, sadly, London's not actually my biggest crowd. It's weird, but it's not. Like, London's not where my following comes from. And I feel like a lot of DJs don't research into that. Like, some of them don't even know about going on Instagram and checking their insights. Like, some of them don't know little things like that. Like, and just when's a good time.
Tell them. Don't just say they don't know it and then skip over. Tell them.
No, some ask me and we have conversations, but the reason why there's some I just don't go to, because I feel like as a man, sometimes you don't want the next man telling you what to do.
All right, so hear what then? Hear what? You see right now, just say it on the podcast, and those with those big pride and them big ego can listen to it, and they don't have to tell you where they don't have to say where they learned it from, but at least they learn it.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Because you know, like where you said the Instagram live thing, people are scared of numbers. I honestly believe if you're scared of numbers, just record yourself. Like, do a little 10-minute video and put it on Instagram. Because I was talking to someone younger the other day, and he was like, "I'm so scared I won't get the numbers." I was like, "Bro, even me that do keep it 100 every week, you think I get crazy numbers?" When I first started, I was in the thousands. When I first started, I was in the thousands because Hardy was joining. And then over time, because I kept doing it, it just went down. Like, I was getting less than 50. I won't compare. I carried on because I deep, like Raker said, you may think it's 50, but it's actually more than it is.
Yeah.
But you're only going to do it. You're only going to get there when you try something or you show people something. So, like, if you're scared to go on Insta Live, drop a DJ video. Like,
And the other main bit to you, what's the that obviously you're doing your Insta Live, you're doing something different to what everyone else is kind of doing as well. What's the feedback like in it?
I would say, what my feedback?
Yeah, for your show.
Because I'm doing something completely different, and the only person that's doing somewhat near me is DJ Target. My thing is more helpful for artists more than DJs. I feel like if DJs are locked in, they're probably looking in for music. But I've realized from my own Instagram, I don't have a DJ following. I have more of an artist following. I have more upcoming artists shouting me to be in my mixes or to be on my shows or whatever I'm doing. So I kind of went that route. And some people don't realize, like, there's one guy called Tobes, and I rate him for it. He realized that people look up to him for swag. This guy started a whole Tobes wardrobe on Instagram. Like, and he started just doing his own thing. And I feel like some people just look on your Instagram. You can see who's who. You can see what they like. Just take time, your Instagram, your SoundCloud, your Twitter, like your Snap. Take time and see who you have there.
What your
because don't be doing what you see next man doing. Because I see, you know what's mad? I remember when Lani went Claire, every man was doing Bashment. I was getting pissed off because I don't even listen to Bashment. I was getting so pissed off. I was getting so annoyed. And it was
you don't listen to Bashment, bro. You let down man.
What I listen to, the kind of dance what I listen to, it's like, how can I explain it? You know, like I think his name's TJ. Or like, TJ. Well, basically, I don't like anything that it's just straight whining. Like, say something to me. Like one of my favorite songs is Lifestyle, My Lifestyle Rich. That's one of my favorite Bashment songs ever. Because the beat in that is amazing. Yeah, honestly, for me, because I just feel it.
Hold on.
I just feel that song.
What's his name? What's the brother's name? My Lifestyle Rich.
Rich. Oh, my girl, them dip. Hey. Oi. Big rhythm. Oi. Like, I like feel good music. That's just.
I can't remember his name, man. He come about. He was at that for a quick season.
Oh, I'll check it now. I can't remember.
When he does his fall over, when he performs.
Tinos and Thanos Blacks. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Tanto Black, yeah.
Tanto Black, yeah. But I just definitely believe that DJs like just stop looking at next man and look at yourself. Like, I think one of the greatest things that's helped me in my whole career, honestly, I know how to G-check myself. So like, someone might say a loose comment and they might be bantering, but I will actually listen to that comment and say, okay, interesting. Especially when people used to say, I don't think you're mixing a bit too fast. And I was just like, maybe I am. Like, maybe I actually am. And sometimes it's not a thing where you listen to that and people are telling you because they know better, but it might just be in that precise moment, they might see you do another thing that might have worked even better than what you've done already. So it's not like they're calling you shit or calling you crap. They might just give you a suggestion. And I just feel like a lot of people don't like to listen to that, but sometimes you just have to listen to other people.
Hey, what is the fly in your room now? What is it?
Imagine Teeshow lives like maybe 5 minutes from my yard, blood.
It's the same fly.
Go over to yours.
It's the same fly.
I feel like the fly's adapted into a moth and it's coming here, bro.
It's the same fly. All right, listen, Teeshow, that's good advice. I'm gonna say, that's something I always say. I've always told people, listen, just be yourself. There's no other DJ. There's nobody that can be DJ Raker better than DJ Raker.
Yeah,
that's it. Nobody can be Tinos. Nobody can be Teeshow other than yourself. So Don't watch no one. You're doing your thing. Stick to your own. Stay in your own lane. Like just focus on your. Don't even look left and right. Focus.
You know
on
them ones. 2 points on that thing, because sorry, my reception cut out. The neighbours switched off the Wi-Fi to call them.
Wait, hold on. Pause. Are you stealing their Wi-Fi?
That man is mad.
And it's banned, fam.
It's mad.
My thing went a bit mad for a minute.
The neighbour on the left, he gets the electricity from the one on the right.
You know them ones. I have to stay right near that side of their house, near their house. But no, what T was saying, down to don't watch nothing, and he was saying that up and coming DJs worried that I know one of the biggest sounds that we know in UK, you get me? And they were saying, boy, we're not going live because don't want them low numbers because a certain DJ don't ask me. I'm not even gonna say it. We might have to talk privately, but not on
We're in the group chat.
certain DJs going into people's lives and screenshotting the numbers they got and all of that. But this same DJ ain't been live himself, so I'm like, that's some batty movement.
Wow.
You're scared to go live because you don't want them sort of numbers, but you're there screenshotting, putting it in this private DJ group. You get me?
Bad-minded.
You see them DJ group stuff, yeah? I'll say it from now. Yeah? People, especially upcoming DJs, don't get lost in it because these guys will snake you when it's time to snake you. Whether it's for pussy, whether it's for girls, whether it's for booking. Don't get sucked into these DJ group chats and don't defend people, because when it's time for you to catch your heat, that person that you're backing is not going to be there.
Yeah, I do say that there are a handful of. No, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest. Through my journey, yeah, I've met a lot of genuine DJs, genuine brothers that I think, right, you know what, them man are actually safe, genuine, like real. Like I'm not just saying it because them man here, but Raker from South Beach days.
Likewise, you know them ones.
I've never seen a bad trait in Raker. Tinos from the wedding, from them time before that. I had never seen a bad trait in them. In fact, I used to DJ with his dad. How about that? Yeah? Never seen a bad trait. But there's some man. Hey, it's like I don't know, man. It's like Satan send them, man.
Bro, it's like they get a kick out of doing bad shit. It's like they get a kick out of it. It's mad. It is mad.
All right,
so we're gonna end. Man also thought I was gonna laugh back, you know, and they're reeling off the names of. Yeah, he went into Durder's thing and screenshotted it and they're coming on group and I was a straight face on the phone. I was like, he's a dickhead, blood. You get me?
They can't come to me with that.
Not funny.
You lot know me. I'm cussing. If man come that shit with me, I'm on it.
Yeah, that's same with me. That's why I'm in no.
So it's funny to keep the listeners, and the followers as well. I was trying to do it on my gram. I should have again had time on my hands. Should have huddled at the man them. Get them off of their phone and onto the laptop and their iPads and that, because I can't lie. I go into my man them's thing. I see low numbers. I want to stay in, but my phone ends up pinging off, or I got to do something. I got to move out the room. You know, you get lost on your phone. You get what I'm saying? To hold someone on their phone for an hour to 2 hours is hard.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
These things said from the jump that trying to make someone stay on an Insta live whilst their phone has other functions to do.
It's impossible.
It's near enough impossible.
No, but you can't WhatsApp while you're on Insta Live. As soon as it pops up at that top thing and you press that, sometimes you hit it by accident.
Yep.
Then I go into my WhatsApp, I start messaging, come out, leave my phone. Then I'm like, bro, I was in C6's thing and it was a bit low. I wanted to keep the numbers up for him, but
thank you.
I've forgotten. You get what I'm saying? So I think that, like what Smooth was saying, where he's trying to get them over to another app, either get them to another app or get them to open up Instagram on your laptop. You're sitting in your yard in quarantine for 8 weeks to load up the laptop and open up Instagram where you can watch me live. Like, it's not hard to do.
Because it's almost as if, like what it should be is, if you want to go and like a few pictures, you go to Instagram. If you want to see some tweets, you go to Twitter. If you want to hear DJs mix, you go to Mixcloud. That's how it should be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So use your following on your social platforms to try and get them to listen to your mixes on a certain platform. Do you know what I mean? And then build it there. Because, like, for example, all these live streams that I've been doing, my Mixcloud, every single live stream that I do, I'm getting 4 to 5 followers maybe sometimes 6, 7, 8. It goes
It
up.
adds up. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It
Like,
adds up.
I've been getting listeners from America, United Arab Emirates, Cyprus, Ghana, Nigeria. Like it's mad. Like the social, the community that you can build on Mixcloud is really different because if you push something and they like it, they're gonna tune in. Do you know what I mean? One guy was like, one guy said to me on the chat on Mixcloud, he was like, you've been doing this for a while. I've been checking your, every time I go on the who's DJing live, I see your name, I always check in. And he checked in and he actually made a comment. He's like, I've been checking you out for the last 2 or 3 days. Do you know what I mean? These are, if you keep it consistent, it doesn't necessarily have to be 5 mixes a week like how I've been doing, but maybe one or two mixes every week. You keep doing them, you're gonna build your following eventually. Do you know what I mean?
So all right, guys. Just to wrap it up, I had a question here from like a listener, innit? So just to wrap up, what advice would you lot give before you get out of here? Just like like one tip each. What advice would you give to a DJ that's starting out? Like the best way to kind of develop himself or herself.
My honest belief is SoundCloud and Mixcloud, and you have to push them too. And because the thing is, the reason why I say SoundCloud and Mixcloud, SoundCloud is now linked to Spotify. So if you need to know how to do that, I can tell you how to do that, but it's kind of long to explain through like talking.
So DMT show and you'll talk you through it.
Yeah, but you can. I would definitely say just mixes, because once you get mixes out there and people listening to you, even if they're gymming, working out, cooking, if your own Snapchat and your own friends are listening to you, it will extend. Like, it will actually extend. Like, it's bound to happen. And if that doesn't work out, just keep at it.
Quit, number.
Yeah.
EMT, what are you saying? What's your advice?
If you're starting out, the main thing is know your equipment so that when you play anywhere, you are comfortable. That's the main thing. So practice. Do you know what I mean? Know exactly what your equipment does and just make sure you've got everything patterned. Because then, like, for example, like this controller that I've got is essentially a Pioneer set up in a club. So if you're
just showing off, you put that
no. Bro, I'm in my little DJ space.
Show off. But every other man's got the little fats.
Another thing, YouTube. Oh my God, sorry to interrupt. Another thing, YouTube. I know people don't like to do this, but honestly, because even me, I've gone back to the basics. Just typing in how to beat match, how to mix on any controller, and actually watch it and watch what the person is doing and copy. I'm telling you, you go so far.
Practice, trust me. Practice.
Cool, Tinos, what are you saying to them?
For me, I'm saying respect the craft, innit? Like, respect and learn the craft, and that's everything from mixing to tune selecting. If you're coming in as a host, you got to watch the top dogs. You got to watch the Fifth Avenues. You've got to watch the Pleasers. You got to watch the Glamzinos. You got to watch the hosts that are around you that are doing the jobs. Like, respect your craft.
Officials as well.
Raker, what you saying?
Thanks, Raker.
Raker's really looking for that 33% in it. Yeah, Raker, what's your advice, mate?
For any DJ coming into the game,
Yeah.
I think it's a mix of everyone's, like, practice, and then from practice to the SoundCloud thing or the media, and also what Tinos was saying about respecting the craft. I think enough of these, I've seen it on one of the 11 last episodes about the beat reading, like watching the big fat orange, we all know the big fat orange bar. You get me? Like, so all of that, I think you need to learn first how to mix, because the day that you can't see your laptop screen or you got to use memory sticks or whatnot. So learn the craft where you should know how to naturally, which back to Teeshow, go on YouTube if you don't know what beat matching means. You get what I'm saying? See what beat matching means, but then don't look at your laptop screen and learn how to do it like that. Learn how to put the headphones in, shut your eyes, and be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
So learn to mix with your ears and not with your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of everyone's. Respect your craft, know what you're doing. Once you know your craft, be able to put your stuff on SoundCloud, promote yourself properly. And then the third final part is you got to get out, like what we had said earlier on in the conversation about going to clubs, listening, what tunes do well, because you might be in a world where songs that you like work around your crowd, but when you're going to these clubs you want to play in, they don't work. You get what I'm saying? Which was a little bit with me, which we could go into deep sea, but I know I used to play the hard stuff before the hard stuff was viable in certain clubs. You get what I'm saying? I call them hard, deep Rick Rosses, but now it's all right. But you got to know what you're doing to what clientele you're playing to. So it's a step of a lot of things. But at the beginning, learn the craft. As Teeshow said, learn how to beat match and, learn music as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, just before we go on, after, because it's irrelevant.
Go on, quick. It's the last one. It's the last word, man. Quick.
Oh, no, I'm just going to say, Tracks, I'm actually just watching this video now. Wow.
That's a good one, because it's near the end. Now everyone's watched all the way through. After this, put the link at the bottom in the comments.
5 minutes 15, people.
Trust
5 minutes 15.
5 minutes 15.
Say no more.
Hey, you was rapping though? Fuck.
Hey, thanks for passing through, especially on the short notice. It's much appreciated. So yeah, big up, man. Quickly give out your socials and then we're gonna wrap it, man.
I'm at DJ Raker, DJ Raker to anyone that can't spell it. DJ Raker on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Mixcloud. Boom.
Cool.
To be honest, don't follow me.
What?
I'm joking.
This guy,
Hey, my
bro.
thing is official Teeshow. I've taken DJ at my name, man. Official Teeshow.
Bro, you know what? To be honest, yeah, I'm gonna quickly say this, yeah. You said a few things today that wound me up, man.
What's that?
Part-time DJ. Boy, I taking DJ, man. Boy, I even like. Listen, man. Either you're disheartened, yeah, or you think you're over it. And either way, I think I don't like that. I want you to just humble and just stick to the craft. You're actually good. I've heard you. I haven't seen.
I know, but
actually
I can't. Sadly, the sad thing is I let my personal feelings get involved too much.
Bro,
so I end up in situations. So it's better if I just take a step back.
Don't, because you're the second DJ in a couple of weeks that's talking like this and talented and young. But I feel like I've been your age and I've been there and I've been like, this is mad, that man of shit, this is that, this is. But bro, stick.
You know what? See, we might have to open up the DJ council, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, for real. No, I know it's banter, yeah, but it's actually needed because I feel like somehow, some way, it's hard to have a grown conversation about DJing without someone getting offended nowadays.
Bro,
Yeah.
But you know what? So, in fact, we say you're giving out hugs, yeah?
No. Whoa.
Bro, listen.
No, I do think though that a lot of DJs should open it up to say, look, if you want to talk to me about anything that you want to know about DJing, things that you've been through, like have you been through it as well? Like you can holler me, DM me, whatever, text me, whatever. We can talk about it. Do you know what I mean? Because it shouldn't be a thing where if I've got a 10, 15, 20 year career in this game that I don't try and impart some knowledge to people that want to hear about it. You can't keep all that knowledge to yourself.
But that's why I started the teaching DJing thing, because I realized the best way for me to give back and probably give some knowledge is just give it to the people that want to hear it and stop trying to talk to these lot that think they already made it.
So you're.
But the thing is, T, as much as you say that though, yeah, sometimes like you might talk to someone and you think that they're not actually really giving a two shits in it, but they probably are. You know what I'm saying? They just don't want to show you that they're taking in this information.
Yeah.
And that happens as well. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not doing it out of malice and you're doing it out of a good place.
Nah, man. Yeah. I'm not even a malice person. I can't do it. Like I like to see everyone win, man. Like, there's been so many people that won't even know that put their name forward.
Ever, you lot can chat. So thanks for coming. It's been a very, very, very good show. Very informative.
Let Tinos give out his socials and EMT quickly.
Yeah, quickly. Yeah. Tinos?
Tinos. So at DJ Tinos. So DJ Tinos. Yeah, that's me.
Or Real City
I
Jet.
can't lie. Can everyone put their Instagram again in the actual group chat? Cause
Yeah.
so I can actually follow because
Yeah, I'm Mr. Smooth EMT on socials, all the socials. Mr. Smooth EMT, not ENT.
All right.
I'm so happy to know that now. Swear to God.
Everyone asks me as if it's some like proper secret thing. It's just my initials, literally.
No, because it seems like a secret thing, but it would be cool if it was some secret thing. That'd be crazy cool.
So, yeah, don't forget, make sure you're following at Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast on SoundCloud, YouTube, everything. Subscribe, like, all of that. And, yeah, man, make sure you're sharing it as well.
Yeah,
Big
man.
up everyone for coming through.
Bless up, man.
Yeah, bless you, man.
All right, say no
All
more.
right,
man.
peace.
Say no more.
Cool.